All right, everybody. I hope everyone's doing okay. This is not a obviously this is not a planned live, okay? So come at me. But I again, I don't know, I do what I do, whatever. I was reading some things, looking at some things, and then here we are. And uh, the video I made the other day, I think, I think that we need to talk about it. Um, we'll talk about it. We're gonna talk about it, but I just need to wait for a couple of you guys to be here. Hey, Cecile, how are you? Thank you for being here. Hey, Truth Seeker, how are you? You were just in Kelly's chat. It's so fun to talk to you guys. I see you in my comment section, and as you know, I reply to everyone's comments. But I think I do a good job. I don't think there's a comment on any video that has not been responded to. But YouTube is a really cool feature. So it's not like I'm going through every video and looking at the comment section. You did Creator Studio, it'll show you comments you haven't responded to. And I just like I'm a freaking typer pro. So I can go all day. Like I'm just like click, 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 click. So but I see you all. I see everybody. And I love it. And I want more of that. Um, but I wanted okay, so again, I'm not okay. This is interesting. This is interesting. Why did Kylie skip the car show? Why did she go to this party? I'm going to play the video. I will stop it if I feel like we got to stop it. Hi, Moonville. How are you? Thank you for being here, Moonville. But this is important. This is important because do you guys okay, look. I'm going to stop the shit. Okay. Okay, Gregory, how are you? In this video, I'm going to show you guys that Mags and Kate were both with Kylie to I don't know if they were together with her at the same time, but both of them were hanging out with Kylie at some point before this party. Um and and Kylie messaged her mom on Friday that she was canceling her Reno plans with her mom. It wasn't on Thursday. Thursday, Kylie was in Reno with a couple of friends, okay? We don't know. We don't know who those people are. But she was in Reno with a couple of friends. Hold on, let me see. So in this video that I'm sharing with you guys now, I'm gonna talk about, or I'm just trying to figure out, and I need y'all's help. Okay, I need y'all's help to figure out how or when she changed her mind and by who. Okay. Uh, hold on, I can't. Man, typo. Okay. Hey, Gregory, how are you? So I'm gonna play it, but that's I guess the point of this. And I'm not planning to stay on live for a
Be
thousand years.
discussing
But
here are just a couple of the articles that the Sun published, and then how it connects with some of the interviews. Really, I'm just trying to figure out what happened at the party, before the party.
so in I had never heard of this Marika Beck person. Marika Beck, and I'll show you the article here. Now I know the Sun is not Fox News or AP, you know, but we do credit the Sun for some information that we have. So it's a smaller online journal. I can't say how legitimate they are. However, Marika Beck is a real person. Marika Beck teaches at Sierra College. I looked it up. I just don't want to show the face on my videos because, like, at the same time, I'm not trying to create some sort of like doxing situation where you guys are gonna go and that doesn't matter. But this person is real. You can go look him up yourself if you want to. I'm wondering if that lady that I see on Google is Lindsay's best friend. It looks like someone that would be Lindsay's best friend because she's real like hippie like. But I'm just being judgmental at this point. But Marika Beck talks about this party. Marika Beck knows a lot about this party. Marika Beck talks about the party, people showing up at 12:30. She knows that the party um basically Marika Beck talks to the son and speaks of it in a way of either she was there or she had children that were there. I think it's the latter, but keep listening.
and just trying to, I don't know, answer my own
So
questions.
this is the Sun article where Lindsay Rodney Neiman speaks about the car show in Reno. Says she's so dynamic, loves everything from playing the violin to car shows. Later that day, Kylie then texted saying she was going to go to a party instead of going to the car show. She'd been to the car show already, and there was this party at Prosser. I said, "Yeah, that's fine. Of course, you can go to the party." Rodney Neiman told the U.S. Sun she wasn't worried when her daughter left for the party. Something that stood out to me was another Sun article where this Marika Beck person speaks, 42 years old, and is actually best friends with Kylie's mom. And she says, she speaks about this party. She has a lot of information. She says around 12:30 a.m. these guys showed up and it got kind of weird. A lot of younger teens chose to leave at this time. Was this the mass exodus that we And if
are
there's
hearing
any,
about? You remember that
oh.
Kylie's last ping was either 12:30, 12:33. I know it changes. But at 12:30, this Marika Beck says that
And if there's any time you want me to stop, I can. But listen to this. Tell me, okay, so you guys need to just in your brains right now try to help me figure out why did Kylie not go to the car show. And here I'm going to show you and prove to you who was with Kylie beforehand and who was most likely to change her mind about going to this party. And I am one brain, but if I can have more of you listen to this and maybe brainstorm with me, maybe you can teach me something. But I'm going to keep playing it, but that's kind of what we're doing right now.
these guys arrived that were super sketchy and then everyone decided to leave. I don't know. The timing is interesting. I may need to do a video about Marika Beck separately, but I just wanted to put that out there and ask if you guys have heard that name. But the question to me has always been, why did Kylie change her mind about going to this car show? Did Kate and Mags change her mind, and why?
Kylie's close friend Kate Kuno says they spent the afternoon together on Friday, just hours before she disappeared.
What I've always tried to figure out was what Kylie was doing before this party. We don't have a clear timeline of that, but with these interviews, I think we can piece it together. Here, Kate is about to speak on hanging out with Kylie before the party.
The day of the party, I hung out with her. We made creme brulee. She was, I mean, everything was normal. I don't think she ran away or anything. I mean, I would have noticed if something was slightly off.
At this point, I wonder if Kylie had already decided to skip the car show with her mom and go to this party instead. I mean, it's just a question that I have, but I feel like if Kate knew that Kylie had changed her plans, she maybe would have said it here, but she says that nothing was weird, everything was normal. So, I don't know, just a thought.
Well, to be fully honest, my biggest concern is that somebody, and I've said this in other interviews, somebody knew she was drunk, offered to give her a ride home, and they didn't give her a ride home. And they could be across the world at this point with how long she's been gone. And
Now, this is an excerpt from Marika Beck's interview with The Sun. The highlighted part, this is what triggered, I guess, it with what Sammy says here. Uh, the bottom paragraph reads, "We're really concerned she's been taken out of state, potentially trafficked, and heading to the border. So if we can get to the border." And just as a reminder for people that are coming in, guys, I have paused the video. But Marissa Beck is Lindsay Neiman's best friend. The Sun and the links to these articles are in the video in my on my channel. Okay. Marika Beck is speaking about this party like if she was there or if like she had children there. Okay. What I found interesting is that Marissa Beck is on the same
thought process as Sammy that she's been trafficked. That, you know, it's just interesting to me. I don't know what this means. I am not pointing fingers at Marissa Beck. I am not trying to point fingers at anyone. However, it is important that you guys see this information so you can have, whenever you decide to make a decision, you're informed. Hi, Blind Furry, how are you? Thank you for being here. So it's really important for you guys to let me know what you think of this. And if you want me to play the video again from the beginning, I can, but it's not a long video. I try not to make my videos very long. But this is Marissa Beck, who is Lindsay Neiman's best friend, quoted here in The Sun.
Borders active we can get the borders, actively locked down and patrolled for every effing car that goes through there. It's very likely she's still in the car because they haven't found it. And remember, this is Lindsay.
Did you guys hear that? Marika Beck says it herself. It's very likely she's still in the car because they haven't found it. Marika Beck, Lindsay's best friend, told The Sun it is very likely she is in the car because they haven't found it. What do you know? What do you know, Marissa Beck? You knew that boys showed up at 12:30, and when boys showed up at 12:30, everybody left? What does that mean? Hey, J-Rod. Well, if you feel comfortable, share your email here, and I'll email you again. I know, man. I'm not here to use anybody's platform. I mean, don't worry. I'm very proud of like what we've done here. I'm very proud of all the people that we have here. I'm very proud of the people that are here because, you know, the people that are here and that are in the comment section under every video that I post, they are not afraid to say what they want to say, and they're doing it because they feel safe doing it, and that makes me so proud. So I'm so proud of them, and I'm so proud of the people here in the chat that are talking. And J Rod, thank you for being here, and Kevin and Blind Fury, Gregory and Jennifer and Kevin and all my friends, Cecile, Moonvale, Truth Seeker. You know, this is who we are. Hey Natasha, how are you? Blind Furry, thank you. The love goes right back. Hey RS, how are you? Be an honor if decide to share with my community. J Rod, you have already been so nice in sharing my channel on your community page. Thank you so much. Creators need to like uplift other creators. I'm just afraid now about going on panels and vice versa because, you know, I just had a bad experience. I don't want to talk about it. I'm not going to talk about the person. It doesn't matter. But I'm learning how to just trust my own platform because I have a voice now. So it's a very beautiful thing. And it's only because of you guys. But let's go back to Kiely. This is, again, if you guys are just joining in, these are the things that I question. Marissa Beck, thank you, J Rod. Marissa Beck is talking about this party. What she said, it's very likely she's still in the car because they haven't found it. Who the frick say something like that? First of all, wouldn't someone say, we hope we're fine? Who gives a shit about the car? But everyone's so worried about the car being found. Everyone's so worried about, oh, well, she's not, it's an abduction because the car hasn't been found. Who cares about the car? But you know how we found Kiely? We found Kiely because of the car. So to me, the community is not wanting the car to be found because they know Kiely will be found with the car. That's what this sounds like to me. I'm sorry. Yes or no? Cecile, quit. Hi, Cecile. I love you, Cecile. A few questions or issues. Who says she is Lindsay's best friend? The Sun says it. The article is here, and I can pull it up again here in a second. Isn't she just adapting ceremony's narratives? Yes, she is. Can you come back to the creme brulee and what you said about it? I haven't said anything about the creme brulee. But I did show a video of Kate talking about hanging out with Kylie before the party. I'm so my friend was killed in an accident. I'm so sorry, Natasha. I am so sorry. That's horrible. I'm sending love your way, okay? We're praying for you. That's horrible. Please, we all send prayers. Absolutely. I'm so sorry. Sarah says she should have never been allowed to go, right? Kevin, no doctors. You like conspiracy? It's not that I like conspiracy. I don't want there to be conspiracy in the death of a child. I would like to think that when a child goes missing or is dead, there are no lies in law enforcement. But you know what? Common sense doesn't allow me to believe everything I'm told when it comes to that. Thank you, TF, for being here. Gregory, yes, that is certainly thinking outside the box. TF, Ara, just wanted to say hi and have a good life. Thank you, TF. I appreciate your support. Moonville says Natasha hugs. Absolutely. Sending you lots of hugs. How are how people still doing car wrecks who can't figure that stuff out? Well, sometimes it's not the person that's driving that's at fault. It's somebody else that's involved. So some other reckless person. Uh, when you're in a car and you're just driving, just doing your own thing, you're not waiting for someone to come T-bone you or to not brake behind you. It just happens. We're not ready. We're not ready for that. Everyone's sending you support, Miss Natasha. Thank you for sharing that with us. We're here for you. Kevin, he was outrun by the police. He hit a bridge, jumped out, ran up a tree, and fell out the tree and died. Oh my goodness, Natasha. He was outrunning the police. He hit a bridge, jumped out. Well, you know what? The police should have gone to him faster. That's horrible, Natasha. I'm so sorry. Sarah Lodi says it doesn't matter what we think. It's been labeled an accident and the body cremated, so dead end. You're right. You're right, Sarah. And to some people, it will be a dead end, but to me, it's not, and so that's why I want to talk about it. So that's what I'm doing. This is my space, and I can do that. And I, even if it doesn't matter to them, it matters to me. That means something. I think Cecile says somebody said something like everything was normal during that afternoon. Yeah, that was Kate. I'll go back. And rewind that. Check it out. Here you go. Right here.
Why did Kylie change her mind about going to this car show? Did Kate and Mags change her mind, and why?
Kylie's close friend Kate Kuno says they spent the afternoon together on Friday, just hours before she disappeared.
What I've always tried to figure out was what Kylie was doing before this party. We don't have a clear timeline of that, but with these interviews, I think we can piece it together. Here, Kate is about to speak on hanging out with Kylie before the party.
The day of the party, I hung out with her. We made creme brulee. Everything was normal.
That's who it was, Cecile. This was Kate. She was one of the ladies hanging out with Kylie before the party. My question to this day is, who made Kylie change their mind about not going to the car show? And in this video, that's where I talk about it. Why I feel like it was Sammy that was in charge of maybe telling Mags and Kate to change her mind. Sammy knew exactly when Kylie got to the party. As soon as she got to the party, I was with her. And I'm not just speaking out of my butt. The video shows you that. That's why I want to play it, and I really want to get your thoughts. But your comments really matter to me because I feel like you guys can help me. Thank you. We had thought he was going to do all right since getting out of prison a few months ago, but he slipped up and got high. And well, after doing 13 years flat, yeah, he couldn't handle it. I'm so sorry, Natasha. It's like the system failed him. I'm so sorry. I really wish I'm sending lots of prayers to you. That's horrible. I'm so sorry. Mrs. Seal says, you don't speak about normal unless you know for sure an abnormal event happened. Very good point, Cecile. Who says, everything was normal? Why say that? True. Good catch, Cecile. Why say everything was normal? Why say that? If what are you comparing it to? Do you know it something? Hi, Redwood. Thank you for being here. Natasha, I can't help but when I say that because I can see him doing it. That's horrible, Natasha. Redwood says, her and Jagger were in Reno doing that interview. Yes, they were, Redwood. Cecile says everything was normal. Yep. Creme brulee, Jennifer. From the beginning, Jennifer has always had this issue with the creme brulee thing. She did so much research on this. I remember when we first saw this interview like months ago, her and I were just dogging on this. And that's why I can now in November speak the way I do about these interviews because I've been watching them since August over and over and thinking and thinking and thinking. And I guess that's why I am at a point now where I've listened to so many and have just like come up with thoughts and put things together. Maybe the way I piece things together makes sense. Maybe they don't, but I've listened to them so much I needed an outlet to share. Gregory says, yes, Sammy was the orchestrator, no doubt. I think so, right, Gregory? Creme brulee, Kevin. Kevin says, please, yes. J. Ron Point says, uploading as we speak, going live in a little after you're done. We would love to have you on panel. As soon as you email me, I send you my business cell number. I have to go back and check what your email is if you want to put it in the chat um, or I don't know how I can contact you again, J. Rod. Kevin, no doctors. I'm a Christian. Oh yeah, make me all hoity-toity. Jennifer says, look at your fancy writing, Kevin. Kevin has evolved as a writer. I know, be right back. I'll be normal when unnormal becomes normal. You just blew my mind, RS, with that comment. Worky work. I understand, Kevin. Thank you for being here. I remember creme brulee was really creme brulee. I don't even know what the frack creme brulee is, so I don't even know what a fake creme brulee is. Creme brulee, and then someone says, oh, that's term for like making drugs. It's like, man, these kids are freaking sophisticated because I don't even know what actual creme brulee is. Didn't she post a photo of Jagger in bed? Was that morning before the car was found? I did see something like that, Miss Lisa. And my opinion has always been that Kate and Jagger kind of had like a situation happening. But you know how teenagers are. They trade, you know, they trade boyfriend and girlfriend like they trade like us back then Pokemon cards. Karma Korana. Karme Korana? Rona? Oh, I see what you're Karmic Corona. Ah, Karmic Corona. I like your play on name words there. Welcome. So I don't know what, but honestly, I feel the young lady they found in Kylie's car was not Kylie. I feel she had been trafficked for many reasons, and it turns my stomach. You think so? Yeah, channels have been talking about that, and it's too. It is possible. Cecile says off topic, but something is bothering me. SS chest tattoo. Sammy Smith's chest tattoo? Yeah, it bothers me too. You know what I'm talking about, right? Pudding. It's pudding. Why not just call it pudding? Why call it creme brulee? Because you put it on fire? Could you use a little torch and you like put the fire on pudding? F that. Maybe we're all normal after all. It's the best dessert ever. For me, the best dessert ever is flan, but that's just me. Creme brulee, please respect us, the French. Cecile knows all about creme brulee. Creme brulee. Yeah, right? That's why when they call Nicole Kessinger the sexy empanada, I'm like, hey, don't talk shit about Mexican food. That's my food. It's custard. What the fuck is custard? It's like loose pudding. I thought that was NK's nickname. Just kidding. Or I'm gonna keep playing this video.
I don't think she ran later. I mean, I would have noticed if something was slightly off.
At this point, I wonder if Kylie had already decided to skip the car show with her mom and go to this party instead. I mean, it's just a question that I have, but I feel like if Kate knew that Kylie had changed her plans, she maybe would have said it here, but she says that nothing was weird, everything was normal. So, I don't know, just a thought.
Well, to be fully honest, my biggest concern is that somebody, and I've said this in other interviews, somebody knew she was drunk, offered to give her a ride home, and they didn't give her a ride home. And they could be across the world at this point with how long she's been gone. And
Now, this is an excerpt from Marika Beck's interview with The Sun. The highlighted part, this is what triggered, I guess, with what Sammy says here. Uh, the bottom paragraph reads, "We're really concerned she's been taken out of state, potentially trafficked, and heading to the border. So if we can get to the borders, actively locked down and patrolled for every effing car that goes through there, it's very likely she's still in the car because they haven't found it." And remember, this is Lindsay's best friend who's speaking. So it's just interesting. What do you think?
I'm worried that I have a feeling, and obviously, I don't know. I have a feeling that she is still alive and she's still out there and she's still fighting, but that there's somebody else involved. And that's not confirmed. That's just what I believe. I think there has to be somebody else involved in this.
And it may be nothing, it could be something, but she says there may be someone else involved in this. She already expressed.
Okay, and so, and hey, Jody, how are you? Thank you for being here. Jody is awesome. Jody is everything for us. Gregory says, I remember that interview. I think I remember that other interview. It was the one with the news station over Zoom or Skype where she was sitting on a bed. I need to go look at that one now. If somebody could tell me how to get to that one, I would totally break that one apart. Jennifer says, hey, Jody. Jennifer, please. Jennifer's in the hospital right now, and she's still coming on here to hang and chat with us. And she is probably one of the strongest people I know. So if you can, just send prayers to Miss Jennifer. Um, she's been my OG for God such a long time now. I love her so much. So please, Miss Jennifer, I love her. I love her so much, and as well as all my friends. But Miss Jennifer's in the hospital, and she's gonna go home tomorrow. And I love that she's here, hanging out with us. It really means everything, everything. Cecile says our creme brulee is the real deal, Jennifer. Monarch, hi Monarch. I haven't seen you before. Hi, thank you for being here. She's still frightening. Yes, Jennifer, I'll thank you, of course. Jody says I'm getting ready to go out, guys. Going to a crime night. Oh, Jody, don't commit no crimes. And if you're gonna commit a crime, make sure you don't get caught. Because apparently that's okay nowadays. People get away with it. Jennifer is the bomb. Yes, she is. Everyone's sending you prayers, Miss Jennifer. Okay, so I'm gonna keep playing this. Tell me what you think.
That she believes.
Oh, by the way, Sammy Smith just said, I believe someone else is involved with this. What the frack do you mean, Miss Sammy? Someone else as opposed to who? The person that abducted her? Like, come on.
This was
Has to be somebody else involved, and that's not confirmed. That's just what I believe. I think there.
And why the hell would she say, and that's not confirmed? Who do you want it to be confirmed by? This is a theory that you have, and that's not confirmed. Okay. Oh, random? Random? Okay. Sorry, I had to do that.
Has
speaking. So
a feeling, and obviously,
it's just interesting. What do you think?
I'm worried that I have a feeling, and obviously, I don't know. I have a feeling that she's still alive and she's still out there and she's still fighting, but that there's somebody else involved, and that's not confirmed. That's just.
Wait, hold on. I'm sorry. See, every time I listen to this, I hear something else. I have a feeling that she's still alive. Who the frack is talking about her being dead? I have a feeling that she's still alive. I would hope so. I would hope that you would wish that your friend. I don't know. It's weird. This whole little segment is weird. I have a feeling she's still alive. Has anyone told you she's not? Has anyone? What are you talking about? I have a feeling she's still alive. Okay. I'd hope so. I'd hope that you'd think that. But thanks for telling us that. Okay, I'm gonna play it back. I'll play it back. Let me tell you.
What I
See, there are only little parts of the interview that matter, and the interview asked Sammy, what do you think happened? And look how she is at a loss for words.
It's just interesting. What do you think?
I'm worried that I have a feeling, and obviously,
Look at her thinking so much.
I don't know. I have a feeling that she is still alive and she's still out there and she's still fighting, but that there's somebody else involved, and that's not confirmed. That's just what I believe. I think there has to be somebody else involved in this.
And it may be nothing. It could be something, but
Oh, okay. So there you go. There you go. Do you okay? Am I okay? You guys tell me right now if I am just making something out of nothing. Is this something out of nothing? Do you hear everything she just said and didn't say at the same time? What the frack? What the every F word I can think of? What do you mean, Sammy? What? I'm gonna play it again. I totally went off my subject, but
And obviously,
this is Lindsay's best friend who's speaking. So,
and not Sammy. Sammy is not Lindsay's best friend. This is Marika Beck, the article that I have highlighted. Like, if you watch this video and not like deal with my interruptions, which is fucking you all up right now. I am not. This is not a organized live at all right now. I am sorry. Thank you for putting up with my ADHD and lack of sleep. There are just, you know what? There is more to the Kylie case than Jared, and I'm not going to talk about AWP. You know why? Because it doesn't matter anymore. What matters, Jared doesn't matter. Jared's case is a whole nother shit, and it has nothing to do with Kylie. I refuse to taint Kylie's name, Kylie's case with Jared. They have nothing to do with each other. Kylie was found. The people before she was found spoke to media outlets, written and video, and that is what I'm going to analyze. I don't give a shit about Jared right now. I do not give a shit. You know what? People that focus on Jared right now, those are the people that are not focused on Kylie, or they just want like gossip time, and that's fine. They can do that. We're not going to do that here. This is about Kylie. We're going to stick to Kylie because that's what matters. That's what matters. So check it out.
it's just interesting. What do you think?
I'm worried that I have a feeling, and obviously, I don't know. I have a feeling that she is still alive and she's still out there and she's still fighting, but that there's somebody else involved, and that's not confirmed. That's just what I believe. I think there has to be somebody else involved in this.
And it may be nothing. It could be something, but she says there may be someone else involved in this. She already expressed that she believes this was some sort of abduction. So someone obviously in her mind, or the story that she tells us, already did something. But then she adds on that somebody else is involved. There has to be somebody else involved. I mean, does it sound like she knows something more than we do? Or does it sound like she's trying to push out a narrative?
So I had talked with Kylie and I had known she was going beforehand. We hadn't planned on going together and we ended up not going together.
Okay, so here we have confirmation from Sammy herself that she spoke to Kylie before the party. She knew Kylie was going to the party. However, Sammy did not plan to go with Kylie, and vice versa.
She came with her best friend Mags, Mags Larson. Magdalene, sorry, is her first name.
And here is where she brings up Magdalene Larson's name and knows that Mags was going to go with Kylie. So Sammy was in communication with Mags, or that's what it seems like to me.
That's okay.
Yeah, and so she came with her, drove in with her, and then Mags ended up leaving about 10 minutes into the party with her boyfriend Ross, Mags's boyfriend, and told Kylie goodbye and everything, and they were never planning on like leaving together.
So to me, it just sounds like Kylie, Mags, Sammy. I'm not sure about Kate. but they were in some sort of they were in a friends group, but I don't think Kylie was really in the friends group. To me, it sounds like maybe Mags and Kate made Kylie change her plans with her mom about going to Reno to make her go to this party. But then why would Mags make Kylie change her mind about going to the party if she was planning to leave 10 minutes later? I mean, was this some sort of like masterful plan, sorry, to get Kylie there? And Sammy was the ringleader. Again, this is just my opinion. I am just going through the clips and just trying to make sense of this. But I could be completely wrong, and that's why the comment section is there for you to offer your opinion and give me some insight that I'm maybe not considering.
Staying together at the party. They just went to the party together because they were hanging out earlier in the.
Oh, and this is where Sammy says that she knew Mags and Kylie were hanging out together earlier in the day. And again, this just makes me think that Sammy and Mags were in communication earlier in the day about this party, possibly.
Okay, so there you go, guys. That was my take on it. Um, maybe the mass exodus actually went to the reservoir RS. Good question. Good point. 12:30. That Beck's lady, who is Lindsay's best friend, says that she knew at 12:30 sketchy guys went there. Four sketchy older guys went there, and that's why people decided to leave. What do you mean 21:44, Miss Corona? In my opinion, no master plan, too badly scripted afterwards. Yeah, very possible too. No, she is telling us so much. Who is? That's not Kylie in the CCTV pic. Shoulder length hair versus 22-inch in autopsy. What would it be possible? It's just the hair was like put behind her shoulders. Jody says, "Thank you for being here, everyone. Please hit." Thank you, Jody. You're so nice. Time on the video 21. This video is not 21 minutes long, Miss Corona. This video is barely 8 minutes. Unless is it like some military minute time? What do you mean 21? Thanks, Moonvale says, "Hey Robert, I have never seen you here before. Thank you for being here." Hey Muck Boys, how are you? I haven't seen you in so long, dude. Where the hell have you been? Muck Boy says, "Hey, y'all, see you see Activity broke up their cameraman, put out the video. I did see that. I put that on the community post today. It's crazy." At 21:34. Oh, 57 in chat. Oh, sorry, Jennifer. 56 likes, Jennifer. Don't do that. At 21 to 21:30. What do you mean 21? How do I get to 21:34? Like, was it here? Right here?
Mags,
This?
why did Kylie change her mind about going to this car show? Did Kate and Mags change her mind, and why?
Kylie's close friend Kate Kuno says they spent the afternoon together on Friday.
Okay, so this is what the video is saying, guys. Basically, hi Dana, I haven't seen you. Or no, I have seen you. Dana Diddles. I remember Dana Diddles. I remember that name. I love your name. I still think Mags was first to bring Kylie to the party as Sammy was something on Mags and Rose. I agree. Okay, because this is the issue. This is the issue with Kylie going to the party. Okay, so basically what this my bullshit video. It's a 7-minute video, but basically what I'm trying to do is tell you that Max was in cahoots with Sammy and Kate. Kylie was with Kate, this lady on the screen right now, and Max, the bong rips person. Thank you, Jennifer. Yes, I have 1,000 subs. I don't know why. I promise I didn't pay anyone for the 1,000 subs. That was an accident, but it happened. And thank you guys so much. Thank you for saying congratulations. I didn't think anybody was gonna notice, and I wasn't gonna say anything. But it's so cool, right? It's so cool. You guys are great. Honestly, I'm so happy. I'm so happy because people are listening to the message. Or at least people believe in the message. So I just feel now I have a greater responsibility to you guys. And I will stay true to that. But okay, so what I was saying was that Mags and Kate were with Kylie before this party. Okay, so these two ladies had a part in changing Kylie's mind to go to this party. Kylie was going to go to Reno with her mother to the car show. Well, that's what mom says, right? So who was it that changed Kylie's mind? Mags and Kate were with her before the party, and in these clips, that's how I try to prove it to you guys that they said that. I'm not talking out of my ass. I'm trying to show you the receipts out of the interviews, showing it to you guys. Um, so what was there? What did Kate and Mags tell Kylie? What convinced them? What did they say to convince Kylie to go to the party instead of the car show? And why would Mags convince Kylie to go to the party if she was going to leave 10 minutes later? Was Kylie not ready for Mags to leave 10 minutes later? Maybe Mags knew what was going to happen to Kylie, so she's like, I don't want to be a part of this. Bye, Ross, pick me up. I never thought about that before. Right now, as I'm talking about it, I'm like, that makes sense. Maybe Mags made Kylie go to this party, said, yeah, let's go hang out, but she knew what Sammy had planned, or maybe she knew something bad was going to happen there. So she was like, nah, I'm out. I'm out. And we don't know if Kate was there. We don't know if Kate was there. Right? I mean, am I crazy? Thank you. Thank you, Moonvale. It's awesome. It is awesome. Hey, Muck Boy. Well spotted, Jody R. Well done and deserved. Well, it's all of us. It takes the community, right? I even hate to say community, how Lindsay throws the community around. She almost like tainted the word community for me. Muckboy says now you can make 25 cents on your videos. Yeah, I'm not even monetized, Muckboys. Relax. I'm not even monetized. I literally make no money at all. I just lose sleep. I made that clear. Gregory says so. Kylie was passed off to Madeline under Sammy's instruction. Maybe. Have you guys seen my Madeline video? A childhood name Dana Diddles because I knew Diddly Squat. I love that, Dana. I love that. Muckboy says Kevin quit Christianism and a Scientology. Uh, in another hurricane, every time I talk to you, Jody. In another hurricane, every time I talk to you, I'm in one. Muckboys, be safe, please. Oh, minutes. But this is only 7 minutes. I don't know how I can go into 21 minutes. Yeah, that could be. But Madeline, ride with Kylie to the party. I think so. At 1,000 subs, you can be monetized. You can, but there are like more. You have to like apply for monetization, Muck Boys. You don't just get monetized because you get to 1,000 subs. Like it's more complicated than that. So no, it's literally not like that at all. Hey Jet, same here, Muck Boys. We're having a hurricane. Be safe, Miss Jennifer, please. I'm gonna keep playing this though, but let me. Okay. Oh, I'll send it to you, Miss Corona. Okay, you guys though, tell me what you guys think about who. Like, do you guys think that Mags and Kate made Kylie go? Do you think Sammy is in cahoots with these guys? Play the video 3 times for 21 minutes. No, RS, I refuse. Do you guys think that Mags and Sammy and Kate were in cahoots with each other to get Kylie to the party? And why would Mags leave 10 minutes into it? Do you think Mags made her go to the party? I mean, what is the issue here, you know?
just hours before she disappeared.
What I've always tried to. And so I just try to piece. Kylie had changed her plans. She maybe would have said it here, but she says that nothing was weird, everything was normal. So I don't know, just a thought.
Well,
To be fully honest, my biggest concern is that somebody, and I've said this in other interviews, somebody knew.
Jody says, I'm doing an Amber Heard and pledging a 199 super chat. You're very sweet. You're very sweet. You're fucking hilarious, Jody. That's why you're awesome. Muckboy says, all right, I think all YouTube creators should be. You deserve it. We aren't watching TV now. We are listening to you. All creators deserve as much as possible. Well, right now we're doing baby steps, okay? So right now I just want to make sure that you guys are hearing the message. So let me know if what I'm saying makes sense. So then I'll feel I will, like, if at some point this becomes a monetized channel, I'll feel like I'm providing you content that's valuable. And even if you're not paying for it, YouTube pays, right, creators for the ads. However, I'm not going to put shit out there just for ad revenue. Like, if what I'm saying really matters, then what I'm relying on is your thoughts. So right now, your form of payment to me is your opinions. That's what matters to me. If you want to contribute to this channel and you want to contribute to the chat and to me and make this valuable to me, then contribute with your thoughts. That's what matters to me. Okay? So do it. That's why I'm asking you. What do you guys think? Do you think that Kiely was forced to go there, or at least manipulated to go to this party by her friends, and maybe Sammy being the ringleader? Does that make sense? Gregory says yes, for sure. I'd like to know what Mags and Kate told Kiely to convince her to go. Yes, Gregory, that's what I'm saying. Robert says, yes, all conspiracy. Something happened in the fight. That's why everyone left. Agreed. I think so too, Robert. Thank you. Edward says, Jennifer, there's a tropical storm named Nicole headed to Florida. Oh, we all hate those Nicoles. It's supposed to become a hurricane by the time it gets there. Oh, is the last name of the hurricane Kessinger by any chance? Those are the worst hurricanes. And Jody, just don't leave her a treat under the sheets. Monk Boys, Jody, you dumping in a bed. What kind of question is that? Oh, dump. I don't know what that means. Jody said, Jennifer, oh, geez, hope it turns before you. Hope. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, Florida. I hate Florida. So proud of you. Ara says, please help everyone. I appreciate that, Jody. I don't, I don't think like you, Ara. It would mean premeditation. Yeah, and that's what I think is possible, but I have no proof of that. I have no proof of that. Hey, Princess, how are you? Maybe if I can make out with NK, at least a hurricane named Nicole would blow me around. Very good point, Muck Boys. Legitimate point. Kate Cat Burford. My accent doesn't allow me. Burford. Burford. Oh, there you go. I'm too Mexican to say that correctly the first time. Muck Boy. She was coerced if she arrived alive. Yes, thank you, RS. Tony's interview with Sam at 21 minutes and 34 seconds. She says that's not exactly where Kiely was found, but it's close. Correct. I will play that for you. This video that I have up here, however, is not that exact video, but I know what you're talking about. Now I will go and reference that. J Rod says she was definitely lured to go of force against her will. I think something made her go. I don't know what the lure could have been. It apparently was not ETOH or drugs, since neither found in abundance on her tax report. Could it be maybe Jagger was going to go? Hey, Jagger's going to be there. You want to meet up with him? Or it could have been like Max was telling Kiely, like, hey, man, can you take me to this party? Because my boyfriend's going to pick me up there. So can you take me? But then as soon as Kiely got there, she was taken over by Sammy. Maybe Kiely was not planning to stay there that long. But then as soon as she got there, she was introduced to drugs right away and maybe impaired. And she just kind of like went with it. I mean, I don't know. At this point, we're just speculating, right? Cecile says if they convinced her to go, it was because they wanted her car, etc. Yes. It's always about Kylie's car, isn't it? It's crazy, right? It's a hurricane that says like a lot. Oh, hello, Mug. No thumbs here. Kevin, the band that went says like, yeah. Maggie, hi Maggie, how are you? Thank you for being here. Maggie says the case smells like Little Miss Avila, 1985, Arletta Kelly. I'm gonna screenshot this comment because I'm gonna look into that. I don't know anything about that. Dana Diddle says drop and run, distract you, Reno by time, each had a job. I really agree that. I agree with that, Dana. To preparing. Okay, I'm not gonna read that. I'm actually gonna delete your comment here, sir, because someone delete. No, that word is not allowed here, sir, because we're not gonna use that word here. So we're gonna delete that comment. Someone please delete that comment. Be right back. I've been meaning to visit your channel. Hey, Led with Love. I love your name, Led with Love. It's a beautiful name. Or Lead, Led. I've been meaning to visit your channel. I like the last one and how you express your personal standards. Thank you. I appreciate you saying that. Muckboy says, all right, you know why AWP broke up? The camera dude didn't say why exactly. Because the owner of the group is faced with some charges of something he did 30 years ago. But yeah. I'm gonna play that video though that you were talking about. I'm gonna stop sharing the screen. I am going to drop the link here if anybody wants to come up. But just forewarned, I can be bossy and weird. Princess says hi, chats. Hi, thank you, Princess, for being here. 10-4, thanks. Hey, again, thanks for being here. Yes, Jody, thank you. Stop over analyzing Kev. Kev is the master over analyzer, and that's why we love him. Did I put the link down here? Okay, here we go. Did I do? Oh yeah, I did. Okay, so that's one video. Yes. Have you noticed that in this chat, no one had to be told to be nice? Isn't that the coolest thing ever? Okay, so this is the video that I just played. Okay, it's there. Sometimes YouTube algorithm lets my voice be heard, and sometimes it's like, nah, we're only gonna show it to a little bit of people. So that's why I'm like, let's go live, let's talk about it. Okay, so we were talking about what? Someone help me out here. Let me go back. Okay, this is the other one that I was talking about. Oh, the fight. Okay, let's talk about the fight. Or we wouldn't listen. We wouldn't listen either way. What do you mean we wouldn't listen either way? Only problem in chat is Kevin's potty mouth. He has a pot. Well, you know, he's working hard. He's working over here at an oil place, so I forgive him. J-Rod says, or taken by force is responsibilities. By the way, the theory of Kylie being trafficked is actually the other possibility. The highlights Alicia and the Mercer CA family kidnapped and murdered. Link. Oh, I don't know. Interesting, right? Interesting though, J-Rod. And I appreciate you being here and sharing your thoughts here. Kevin, behave, Ara. Well, you did give me a stern warning to behave myself before the live chat started. Did I? Hi, James. Good to see you here. Here is the other video. And it's really whatever you guys want to talk about at this point. But really what I'm showing you is just the videos that I've made. Or if you have questions, I don't know. It was the best analogy he could think of. Hold on, let me go back. Right. I get you. All right. So let me present. Could I have the yes. Okay, I'm not sure if I want to show you an interview, but at this point I've already said what I wanted to say. I wanted to get y'all's opinions on if you guys thought that Kylie was made to go there by Max and Kate. But the video that I was showing you was just to confirm that Sammy knew that Kylie was with Max and Kate. Uh, Kat says, I still don't understand why the parents would let their children go there and drink and do drugs and the police don't do anything about it and then being out after curfew. Well, there's a lot about trucking we don't understand. The Delphi stuff, I'm happy that we finally have answers, Miss Jennifer. But I feel like someone was caught doing something and so they gave up somebody else so they could save their own ass. That's what I think about that. Hey, James. Janara said hi. Hi, James. It literally seems like every time you go back and look at those interviews, something else jumps out. That's a red flag. Yes. Yes. And so, look, there's a lot, guys. There's a lot. Okay, let's see. I'm going to show you. Hold on. MP, I think, is. Okay, look. If I can get y'all's thoughts about this. Let me go and share about the. Hold on. Or whatever you guys want. Where is it? This one. So we were talking about all the girls knowing each other. This is why I think, and I'm super positive that these girls knew each other and they were all BFFs. J. Rod on point says, is two strong theories, one fully analyzed in the traffic theory. Call Mercer Co-Sheriff tomorrow for an update. Got you, J. Rod. I got you. I got you. Tell me what you guys think about this. Yeah, maybe some of you guys have seen this, maybe not.
Whatever the case was,
she was always singing in the car, singing all the time, singing everything.
this young lady volunteered to go to Prosser camp after Lindsay messaged her in the middle of the night. Whatever the case was, she woke up to a text from Lindsay telling her that Kiely never showed up.
Did you guys know that Lindsay messaged this girl in the morning when Kiely didn't show up? Did you guys know that this girl was messaged? Her name is Madeline. Madeline Wicks. Her name is Madeline Wicks. And Lindsay messaged her in the morning. And they were all going to go camping the next day. So that could be a reason why she messaged her right away. But look, I was looking at pictures. I was looking at pictures of that day. Look, here's another. This is her again. This is from Moonshire. This is another website where they were covering the celebration in our life, whatever. That's her again. I have these pictures of everybody. I'm just saving pictures of like everybody. I'm gonna make a video. There's Lindsay, being interviewed. Like I've been doing research, but see, there's her. She's there again. Okay, that's Madeline. Her name is Madeline Wicks. So this girl was messaged. This girl was messaged by Lindsay in the morning to let her know that Kiely didn't come home. Crazy, right? Moonvale, yes, you did know. Good. I prefer the blonde chick beside her, but they sure seem happy in this interview. Yeah. I didn't know that. Not until you pointed it out. This is the girl who worked at the boba shop. No, that's not the girl that worked at the boba shop. I don't think so. But I'm gonna go. Well, actually, I have a video about that. Hold on, let me find it. I do have something. I do have that. Hold on. Here we go. I have my folder. Yeah, I do have it. Here we go. It's this one. Okay. You guys want to know who was working with her? Okay, let me stop sharing this. Let me share video file. Can you guys hear it?
It was an emotional day.
In my opinion, no trafficking. Hara, hey RT. If I had this girl Wicks cried during speech at memorial. Yeah. I haven't seen that, but I'm gonna see it. Why go meet at Starbucks rather than go as a mom to the campground to look for the car? Right. These are the good questions. Or as she doesn't seem disappointed about missing the camping trip. Yeah. Leading with love. Hey RT. Wicks is close friend of Kylie's. Correct. Movement is live. Hey, I haven't seen you before. Welcome. TMI, I do believe she was alive Saturday morning. And she was with a group. She was with a group of teenagers who were off in the background when Nick was there. That's an interesting point. I would like to hear more about that. It's not the same girl that worked at the shop. I don't think so either, but I do have a video of the shop. I'm going to play it for you guys. It's too easy to blame cartels and trafficking. That place has a bit of money, and when the rich get bored with things, they play games. Maybe that community has a type of hierarchy. I think they do, Kathleen, and welcome. I haven't seen you either. Led with Love says, sorry if I'm wrong. One of the girls who spoke was at the memorial. I haven't seen the memorial, so I can't say if you're wrong or not. J Rod says she could be the only person that could have gotten Kylie to the party. Dude, okay, dude, yes, J Rod, okay. Kylie, she didn't want to go, protected to do a proper counsel effect. I think that Madeline was the one that took Kylie to the party, not Magdalene, and that's why that's like Sammy in her interview is like Magdalene, Mags Larson, because she's confusing Magdalene with Madeline. But again, the videos are on my channel, guys. Just watch them. They're not long. I could go on because I've put my head down the last few weeks and just worked on this and just listened and tried to organize things for you guys to hear. Was her car disabled on purpose to keep her from leaving? I don't know what you mean by that, but I don't know. RT is the girl connected to the council through family members. I don't know. What about the 911 Cub topless women on Grass Valley? Okay, you guys are telling me shit that I have no idea what you're talking about.
In
But
Truckee,
this is where they're
former co-workers and
Kylie's job. You know what I also think? Sammy met Kylie at this boba shop because Sammy's all like, "Oh, I just want to drink a boba with her again." Like, dude, you were never her friend, and you attended the memorial, RT. That's crazy. I can't wait to speak to you about that. That's amazing. I have questions now, RT. Let's talk. But I think that Sammy met Kylie at this boba shop where Kylie worked.
ABC 10's Roxanne Elias is talking.
Chris, the Chaffine Tees of Truckee is where Kiely Rodni worked up until recently. Her former co-workers and boss telling me that they are still in a state of shock and
Hi, anonymous internet stranger. Your name tells me everything I need to know. But I would love the article. I'm gonna put my email here in the chat again. I would love to see that. And there's 3 L's in Chevelle, okay?
disbelief, knowing that the teen will no longer be returning home after going missing almost 2 weeks ago.
It's just hard to think about that somebody you saw like a couple weeks ago is just not here anymore. It's just hard to wrap your head around.
Are you guys saying that that's her? That's not her.
It's just hard to wrap
That's not her. It's not the same person.
your head around.
It was not long ago that
Yeah, Kylie was working here.
Abby Bunker worked alongside Kiely Rodni here at Chaffine Tees of Truckee. Today, the Nevada County Sheriff Coroner identifying the 16-year-old as the person found in the Proser
Thank you for being
Reservoir
here.
over the weekend.
It's been a long 2 weeks. Of course, it's one of our own, and my heart goes out to her parents especially, and we are just broken. That's all I can say.
Her boss, Cindy Shippey, says she worked here for about a year and a half. She describes Rodni as a hard worker who bonded with everyone at the family-owned business.
If you met Kylie, she was like really honest, and she was like,
Hey, Megan, how are you? And anonymous stranger, thank you for being here too. I don't know if I said that. And absolutely, we will get together and talk, RT. And Esther, thank you for being here.
really badass. She was like, you like saw her and you were like, I
Also speaks about her in past tense, but okay.
want to be her. Like, she is so cool. She's strong. Like, she didn't let anybody.
Isn't it crazy how everyone describes Kylie as being strong and a fighter and not letting be pushed around? So is it far-fetched to think that if Kylie was put in a situation where she was threatened with a fight, do you think that Kylie would have backed down? Hey, Rodriguez, do you want me to let the video play? I will let the video play. Actually, Rodriguez, or RDRGZ, I'm going to put a link. Oh, well, I'll put a link to the actual whole thing in the chat later if you don't like how I'm doing this. But that's why I do the live, so I can pause and just talk. So, but I'll put something up there so it doesn't interrupt as much as I'm doing it now. You prefer here? Yeah. Well, thank you for letting me know that. Megan Cole, howdy neighbor, too much freaking snow today. I will do that in a little bit, Rodri or RDRGZ. I appreciate it. Thank you for giving me some feedback. I allowed it. Jody, Megan Cole, hey, glad you're here. It's a comfortable place. Yes, great place. Esther, yes, so strange are. Kylie would have backed down. I don't think Kylie would have backed down. Yeah. People could just be saying nice things because they don't want to badmouth her. It's true. Muck Boys is true. Who's gonna talk badly about someone that's missing? Thank you, RT. Here, let me play this for RDGZ.
Like overpower her.
The
Like
loss of their coworker
But did she just says overpower her? I'm sorry. I'll rewind this. Sorry, RDGZ.
business.
if you met Kiely, she was like really honest and she was like really badass. She was like, you like saw her and you were like, I want to be her. Like she is so cool. She's strong. Like she didn't let anybody like overpower her.
The loss of their coworker has left them emotional, wishing the signs they posted just a couple of weeks ago could have brought her back home alive.
It's like we all like put so much like into like going to look for her and like putting up posters, and then just the fact that she's just like, we all know that she's just not around anymore. It just kills the whole community. It's hard.
But for Shippy, also a grandmother to a teen, the plan is to spread the memory of Rodni, who had an entire future ahead of her.
You have to move forward, that's life, but it doesn't mean it's easy. And I think that we'll all slowly get better. We just gotta pray and hope that we all move on and we hold her up with all the good that she was.
Everyone here tells me that the impact that Kiely had on everyone will never be forgotten. Meanwhile, the Nevada Sheriff's Office says that a toxicology report will take.
So yeah, there you go. That's what her community has to say about her.
Anywhere from 4 to 6 weeks. Chris?
So what do you guys think? Megan Cole, are you someone that has a channel? I'm not sure. But someone says, Meg Cole, love you so much, big fan of yours. I want to offer support where you know, where needed. Okay, never mind. Let's see. How many people mentioned in case? Saw so many people mentioned in case. You too. What do you mean? Esther says these people she worked with seem more genuinely concerned. I agree. Plus no drama. Yeah, drama is the last thing. Drama just takes away from what we all care about, which is Kiely. Literally, that's why no one does drama here. Hey, Capricious, how are you? Thank you for being here. Hey, Sky. Yeah, I think at this point, everybody knows what this channel is about. It's like drama free because we just care about one thing, and that's Kiely and finding truth. All right, Memorial. Oh, I see. I got you, Megan. I'll look you up if anybody. Got you. Hey, well, I'm here to support. So if you want to drop, but if somebody can drop the link, hey, we're all here for each other. Hold on. So, okay, so that's that. Yes, the truth. Exactly. I was very self-conscious that I did not take a single photo. Yeah, I wouldn't want to take a photo either. Yeah, we're here for the truth. You were there for 2 hours. Wow. Absolutely agree with you again. Great. Yeah. You were there for 2 hours. It's crazy. Well, thank you for sharing that with us, RT. I appreciate that. It's just I don't know. It's just a crazy kind of situation. And I don't want to Gregory, I'm gonna add you as a mod, if that's okay. But yeah. Maybe cool channel. Thank you, Jody. Thank you for Jody for sharing that. Let's see. Don't know why this scroll. Okay. Okay, so thank you, Gregory. And if you're not cool with it, and you know what, if you like, it's up to you. Like being a mod, it's just you're here just to, in case if I'm taking a bathroom break and I don't see someone, some like where those those like bad messages of like these perverted channels that come in and post their links. I don't even want to say the word because then YouTube algorithm will put them in my chat. So I'm not even gonna say, but you know what I'm talking about? Those crazy like, oh, click on this link if you feeling lucky, you know, kind of thing. Delete that shit. That's all I care about. But you really don't have to worry about people being mean to each other here. It's like literally the best place ever in the world. Okay, thanks to you guys. Okay, so, but yeah, guys. I don't know what to go. I honestly don't know what to do from now on. Like, I've been live. I said what I wanted to say. Yes, justice for Kylie. Seeing the bio father come late and him talking to Jagger was weird. Yes, there actually is photo of Jagger and Dad talking. Did you guys know that? Yes, yes, it's there. It's there. I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show you. I have it. You're right, RT, because there's a photo of that, and I have it. Hold on. Let me show you. Let me show you. Thank you. But there is a photo of that, and it's right here. Give me a second. Here it is. Here it is. Here it is. Okay, you guys want to see it? Here it is. It is there. You're right, RT. Absolutely. I'm backing you up right now. It's this one. This is what you're talking about. Present. Window. This is what y'all could. This is Kylie's biological father and Jagger. Correct? Whatever. This is them at the ceremony. So I'm backing you up, bro. I'm hearing you. You guys matter. That's what I'm telling you. You guys matter. You took that photo, dude? Shut up, RT. Are you serious? No. Come on, bro. Really? Dude. For real though? For real. Are you messing with me? You're messing with me, right? You're messing with me. Yes, Kevin. Kevin, don't use those words because that's what brings them here. Kevin, I'm gonna delete that too. Hold on. Unless someone else didn't do it already. Yes, I'm deleting it. Bro, you can't be saying words like that because that's what. How do I delete it? Damn it. Can someone delete that message? Or can you delete your own stuff? Thank you, Kevin. Okay. Better not mod me. I'll block and put y'all in timeout. Muck boys, that's true. Unless you're telling me to mod you in a passive aggressive way. Dude, this is the picture. But that's Jagger and Dad. That's Jagger and Dad. But you never see Jagger with Lindsay, right? Okay, promotion already. Esther, you want a promotion too? I got you. Fuck up. Jody's cool. Thanks. I took that photo. Yeah, I don't know. Megan and J Rod, the Truckee podcast sounds dope. I don't know who Megan is yet. Seen about 4 of your videos and just joined here. I'm here to stay. All I can say is much respect. Thank you, RDRGZ. Thank you so much. Like a lot of the effort that I put in my videos is just talking, just talking, you know. May God bless you for not giving up on Miss Kylie. Hey, Robert, how are you? Thank you for being here and saying that. Oh, says Megan. Very true, Jody. Welcome, Robert. That is super freaky. Oh, meet Jagger, very nice guy. You took this photo? How did it end up on this news website? Did you sell it to them? Did they? Because I got it off of mema.com, or I think it was, I don't know. I got it off some website though. Esther says you're a mess. Muckboy says, Jody, you don't remember the night we were on a channel and the guy was bad mouthing the Aussie and we were sticking up for him? He had a weird name. No, I took the truth. Surprised it went around so fast. I just thank you, Kevin. Yeah, I just saw it and I saved it, bro. I saved it. Posted it to an obscure channel. No, bro, this was on a news. This was a news article. Hey, Miss Sis. What word was it? I don't know. I can go back and check. I'll find it. Hi, Mrs. Megs. Hope you're well. No, thank you, Ara. Hearts. I can't remember. Muck Jody is cool. Kiss capricious. Ara Jagger left with mom leaving party 100%. I have receipts, but it will hold for timing. Hey, bro, if you want to hold on to your receipts, you do that. However, for whatever reason you want to do that, that's cool, and you do that. Like, I respect. Doesn't matter to me. Cool, cool, cool. You follow them to their cars. Okay, cool. Not creepy, but I get why you are you saving that for a special occasion. I wonder. With respect, Jennifer says I keep fat fingering the keypad. Kevin, me and Megan going live soon, right, Megan? Oh, okay, cool, cool, cool. Okay, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna end this live right now because it's late for me now. Unless y'all want to keep going. But I kind of already talked about what I wanted to talk about regarding um Muck Boys. I have not. I have not. But it's up to you guys. I wanted to show you guys what I was talking about in the channel, or I'm sorry, on my video about who made Kiely go. You're not chopped liver, sis vicious. What are you talking about? Sis, you want to come on panel or what? I put the link to the panel a little while ago, but like nobody took it up. Nobody took up the offer. I just don't know what else to give you guys. I mean, I showed you all. Sis vicious, if you think you're chopped liver, then I will eat the chopped liver and I'll put some barbecue sauce on it. Talk about Delphi if you have any thoughts. If not, all good. I will definitely see the thing with that. To me, that's very obvious. The guy, okay, someone gave somebody else up because they were already facing some charges. So they say, hey, I have information about this other case. And they gave up Richard Allen. Richard Allen only was given up because one of his partners was caught doing some shit. And the partner was trying to save his ass. So like, hey, Richard Allen, Delphi. That's the only reason why you're gonna give up someone like Richard Allen. You're gonna get a lot of time off your sentence, or at least put in a good jail, because you're giving up information about a case from 2017, in my opinion. You want to talk about Jared? What do you want to talk about, Jared? Mrs. No liver with onions. I've never had liver with onions. Okay. I don't think of that, but that's a great idea. Why they found him out of the blue 5 years later? Good call, dude, bro. Somebody gave him up. Hey, someone's like, hey, I have information about something, and it had to be about something big, aka Delphi murders. And freaking Buck Boys, that spell check won't let me say. What do you mean, Caprices? Liver and onions is all right. I've never had liver and onions, but it just sounds like something you give to your pet when they are tired of kibble. I give Zeus, my dog. What do I give him? The chicken liver. I give him chicken liver and like a raw egg, and he loves it. I did email though. Great presentation as always. I didn't see the link. That's my luck. What do you mean? I can put it up again. Let's see. Let me check. Did you put 3 L's in there, sir? I don't see an email for you. And I'll put it up. I'll put my email in the chat again. Hold on. One of the mods will save this so I don't have to do it. But it has to have 3 L's. They're exchanging phone numbers? Oh shit. Okay. You don't think that he would have his phone number already though? Thank you, J-Rod, for your kind words though. Thank you very much. Gregory says, RT, that looks like it could be a number swap. Yeah, okay, Gregory's on to you. Okay, Gregory knows. I want to read him to filth, but I'll be nice. I just want to PSA because I keep seeing so many comments that are angering me. I want to read him to filth. Like, you want to talk shit about Jared. That's what you're telling me, sis? Alright, in the picture. Okay. Capricia says, even if it's even close, I know you talking to me. Many say muck boys. Muck spell check. Will not let me use Ebonics for blondes. Oh my god, Capricious, relax. J-Rod said we appreciate Ara the new type. No, dude, no, don't do that. I'm highlighting that. There's no. So this 45-year-old guy decided to kill. No way, that was his first time. Yeah, nah, it wasn't. Okay, so was the tow truck guy real? I think he was. No, I said that's what I want to do, but I said I'll be nice. I understand why you want to talk about him. But I I don't want to because I think I just want to talk about Kylie, you know? Um because whatever Jared did, I mean, I don't know, it just makes me uncomfortable. Is that like legitimate enough to say I don't feel comfortable talking about Jared and what he's going through because I feel uncomfortable talking about it. Because I don't want to get into that space of anger right now because everyone else is talking about it. And at every moment that people talk about it, it takes away from Kylie. And that's not to say that I'm not a victim advocate. Like I care about to the extent that I can care about Jared and what he did to who he did it with, but at least that victim is being heard now. At least that victim is going to get a trial. At least that victim, her whatever happened to her and what was bad happened to her, her like what is the word I'm trying to use? Her like what happened to her is being it's gonna come to justice. She's gonna get justice. Thank God. Thank God she's going to get justice. And someone like Jared is not going to be, under their radar. And but this woman now is going to get justice. And thank God for that. But you know who is not going to get justice is Kylie. And so I guess that's why I want to stick to her. But yeah, I have my thoughts about Jared, but I just can't focus on both at the same time. I guess genuinely, if that makes sense. Gregory says, "Thank you. The courts will decide, and I have no sympathy for him. And I'm 100% for the victims, however many there may be." Exactly. My wife sits with my wife sits here with me to listen to you like she knows you like forever, says J Rod. Well, good hearts know good hearts. You don't need to know people personally, but a good like un buen corazón is gonna know another buen corazón. Like hearts know good hearts. And that's why we love, like I'm religious, like Jesus. We don't know Jesus, but we we recognize love. That's how we connect, like genuine, being genuine in love and heart, just hearts, people's hearts. Winner, chicken dinner. RT, what date was it that picture was taken by you? This was the celebration of life, guys. So was it like August 21st? They got their court dates. Kylie hasn't. Exactly. Rodriguez says, no need to explain, Ara. Your channel, your decision. There's plenty of options to speak on that fool. I do want to explain because you guys are what makes the channel. So if you tell me something, I will address it because I'm not afraid to do that. Kevin, have you heard of Tom Segura? If so, are you a fan? Segura? Segura? Like for sure? The Segura? Are you sure? Yeah. He was a funny story. He filmed 6 commercials as Jared Larker's brother, but they never aired. Interesting. I had never heard that. I guess for me, the two are heavily intertwined because AWP is such a big part of the story. It's true. But I digress. I'll save for a rainy day. No, but you can say what you want to say here. I guess I can't add too much to what you're saying. But absolutely, you can say what you want here. Absolutely. I'm just letting you know why I can't get super involved in that because I haven't organized my thoughts on it, I suppose. Celebration of Life Memorial. I walked there from my house. You did, RT. That's crazy. So you're in snow, RT, right now. The only Segura I know, it's the film No Country for Old Men. It's a comedian. Oh, I get you. I get you. Jody says, J Rod on point. I feel like that with Ara too. We are friends now, and I'm so proud of her. Thank you, Jody. It's only because you guys, honestly. All my friends have to put up with me on WhatsApp and Messenger. You guys don't know how much of a hassle I am behind the scenes. I'll check it out, Mux, says Kevin. Ara, drop your email. I'll send you pic, but later, okay? Yeah, I'll drop the email. Have any other mods saved the email? Hold on, give me. Hit the. Thank you, Jody. He's a comedian, right? Has 3 Netflix specials. No, yeah, Daniel just told me he's a comedian, dude. I was like, okay, my bad. He's always on Rogan. Oh, we all know Rogan. Yeah. Any thoughts on Nick? Mrs. Seal asks. I believe Nick is real. The tow truck guy you're talking about, I think Nick is real. I think Nick is caught in a crossfire. I think Nick saw very early on how, okay, this is the issue. Once you come out on the internet and you say, I know about Kylie, I saw this, I said, the internet, especially the YouTube channels that want to go and interview you, they're going to come at you at 100% speed. And like basically like your privacy doesn't matter anymore. Because you put yourself out there, a lot of YouTube, like these, I don't know, it gets out of control. But these people now feel like they have a right to go invade your personal life and your livelihood. Like look at what's happening outside of Quentin's house. Like I don't know, it's scary territory, y'all. I'm not saying that I agree with it or don't agree with it, but that's scary. I don't have the balls to do that kind of shit. I'm not gonna go fight Nick. What Squirrel Girl did, props to her. Props to her. People that are going out and like interviewing real people from that place, good for you. I'm scared to do that because it's like, imagine being someone that is now being bombarded by people on the internet. People can find out where you live, who your children are. Like, that's scary. That is scary. The internet is like information superhighway, and you can find anybody now. It's scary. Hold on, let me go back. I got lost. No. I'm in your house. This is our house, Miss Sis. Don't forget that. RT looks like it's coming down pretty heavy again. Yeah. No, you are not. Cecile says. Sí, amiga. Ella te llama la reina de true crime y yo opino lo mismo. Your delivery is special. My delivery of what? I don't know. I'm not giving you new information, I guess.
Yes, you are.
Okay, Daniel is like backing me up, and I'm like, nah. And Sis is like, you need to give yourself more credit. No. She's a comedian too. She was on Road Rules back in the day. Road Rules? Oh, dude, you remember Road Rules? Bro, that's old. Gregory, 24 hours now, constant. Keep watching that downtown live cam. It's a day in color. I love that. I'm curious how this fits in for all that believers in the fire cam video. I don't believe in the fire cam video. I don't. I never did. I think it's bullshit. I think it's a distraction. Just like how this whole Jared shit is being put out there now. Everything is being made to discredit AWP. Everything. And I'm not saying that what Jared did was okay or that it's fake. I believe that it happened. But look at the timing of everything, guys. Guys, timing is everything. You know what? Timing, like, life is all about timing and how things happen and when things happen. When you cook food, it's all about timing. When you put the chicken in and the vegetables to make a final product. Like this Kylie situation, it's orchestrated. I mean, after she was found, it's been orchestrated. It's a recipe. Okay? Miss Megan, no, I'm not doxing her. I have no shit to talk about her. But she did come out right before the fire cam video came out. And she was like, you guys are going to be kissing Sammy's ass after what comes out comes out. That is burned into my brain. And then a few days later, the fire cam shit comes out. In my brain, I'm like, Megan, do you know SF? Like, what's happening? And then when the fire cam video came out, I tried to access it, but not by any link that anybody gave me. I went to Google and I looked up the freaking brand that I saw on the screen. Like, it took me fucking forever to find it. And then I was like, I can't get to what everyone is getting to. And so I was like, Daniel, help me out. How, like, I can't see timestamp. Like, I don't get it. He's like, Yeah, I don't know. Maybe the person that is looking at this is he understand websites. Like Daniel is like at least has basic understanding of IT. What? IT. Yeah. He's like, yeah, I can't get to these controls. And again, the video is on my channel. It's there where I show you. So I don't know, guys. I mean, I try my best, but I'm not perfect, okay? We can't have both. Right. RT is supposed to snow all night tomorrow. I wish we had snow here. Thank you, Jody. Does it have 3 L's? Yes, it does. Megan Cole, you know about downtown webcam at Moody's? I think RT is telling you. Blind Furry, si senor. Blind Furry says, what's up, Megan? Didn't take you today. How are you? I have never been to Megan's live, but I will. Megan, are you going to be live with J-Rod? Mumbles, I wish I could find someone. No, I never knew. Give you link later. Can Google it. Downtown been up to 10 years. I am being good. Thank you for being good, Megan. So you think the fire cam video is what altered? I have questions about the fire cam video. I don't trust it completely. Not because I don't think that there is a car going into the water. It's obvious that that's what's happening. No. I'm going to rephrase that. It's not obvious that a car is going into the water. What's obvious is that there is a camera pointed somewhere and there are lights going somewhere. Okay? A long time ago, I wanted to be a lawyer, guys. A long time ago. I almost enlisted into the National Guard. I went to MEPS and everything. I almost enlisted. Like I really wanted to be in law enforcement, but I didn't. And that's my own personal story. I'm not going to share it, but there's a reason why I didn't do it. Just Jared sandwiches are trash. Yeah. Thank you, Jody. Timing, yes, it's all about timing, guys. I never believed that they were saying about the fire cam video. Something just didn't feel right about it. Yes. I wish I were the real blind furry, McBoy says. I can't, Elma, I can't hate the realness, Meg. You do that. Okay. Too much hiding, not enough finding. Yep, too much. I don't think she know me. Hey, avoid ice too. Good to see you. I haven't seen you here. Yep, Megan said we were all going to be kissing Sammy's ass. Correct. I'm going through this quickly, but I want to make sure I don't miss anybody. I too was on that live that night. Esther says. Gregory says, what gets me are is when some of the channel creators are discussing Kiely Rodni and their computers and electronic goes haywire. Yeah, I don't know. I take better care of myself. I don't click on links that everyone sends me. I really do believe that the links that were being sent out to these bigger creators, they were embedded with something that was going to get them hacked. Because I did not click on anything that anyone sent me. I went and found that Firecam footage on my own, but I had to Google it, and it was not the same shit that they were seeing. There was a link being passed around, and you know now who is not careful. So, Megan Cole, is it really a serial killer in Truckee though? They found a body yesterday. God, I hope you're wrong, J-Rod. That's horrible. Link says, sis, I got you. There's a link. Hey, Ollie, how are you? I was called a lunatic from my outrageous thoughts. Who the fuck would call you a lunatic? Who the hell calls someone else a lunatic? That's stupid. That is odd, Greg. It's a coincidence and it was going bad, or is it the man? Ara, is it okay if RT drops a webcam to downtown Truckee? I mean, yeah, that's fine. LOL, MK, blind furry side eyes. Says, oh no. Oh, me too, Ara. I always wanted me a lawyer. Yes. Yes, I did. No, oops, was thinking Bank of America. J Rod on point when you going live says, avoid ice too. J Rod, when you going live? Gregory says, Mug Boys really leaves me scratching my head, but I really do not believe in coincidence. I don't either, Gregory. Well, there's a line. Gerard on point, I see you there. Give me a second. Someone said they didn't even think there was a party, maybe where all the pics and videos, nothing. Dude, I cannot say 100% for sure that the party was real. I can't. Because I have no proof of it. It's literally just a theory. RT says, Gregory Worth, you got a link, prefer you drop it. I gotta be careful. Remember, I'm in Truckee. You got link, prefer you drop it. What do you mean, RT? Megan thinks I don't like her, but I do. Okay, I don't want to start drama tonight again because the other day someone called me out about drama. I don't know. And then someone was like, J Rod. I don't know why people have a problem with J Rod. I don't know J Rod enough to know why there's a problem. I mean, I don't know. I just want everyone to have a voice here. Gregory, I see you, J Rod, though. Give me a second. Gregory, maybe I can put it in here. Look. What link to what? Oh, the cam. I'm not going to look for it right now, but one of the mods has it. Megan, is that Megan in chat? Dang, look at your viewer count. How are we coming up the world? The viewer count, I don't know. To me, what matters is like interaction. I want people to speak. You know, their voice matters. I was able to access the controls of the cameras for the first 2 days after the events. Yeah, but did you click on a link? Again, clapping. 100 chat. Thank you for being here, please. Thank you, Jody. After a few days, the controls disappeared. Dude, I went into the controls like the day it came out. It was not there. There were no lights on the fire cam of the party. Can't find anything in our local news about a body being found. We are respectful in here. Thank you. Let me just get caught up. Hi, Ollie. I myself believe it was set up to smash J Rod from AWP. Yes, but I don't think that the allegations are fake either. Where are all those pictures from the party on August the 5th? We have only a couple. All right, just drop the Truckee webcam. Okay, I haven't seen it yet, but I'll check it right now. Okay, J Rod, I'm bringing you up. Hi, J Rod.
Hello.
What's
How
up,
you doing,
man?
moderators? How you doing, Shad? Thank you for having me. I appreciate you so much. Give yourself a round of applause because this is a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful live stream. I appreciate your delivery and your unbiased in this case.
Well, I mean, I don't. Oh, and Mrs. is coming up as well. And thank you for saying that. To me, you know what? I'm starting to figure out my voice, and I'm gonna stand up for us, the people in the chat that care about Kylie. That's it. So, and I'm not gonna care about anything else because that's why we're all here, and because we have that same um that same priority, there will be never be drama. There will never be people coming after each other because our prerogative is Kylie and the truth, right? So if we all can be here with that mindset, it makes things a lot easier. If no one's coming in here with an agenda, if you all real, and I will see through your bullshit at this point. I've been on YouTube for a long time and I just started this channel, but I've been here way longer than you guys know. I will
Yeah,
see through the bullshit.
you could tell when people try to set you up to either say something crazy or actually to get in a crazy state of mind, though.
Yeah. And Dana Diddle says, I think it was just a meetup to settle out differences rather than a party. I agree, Dana, and that's why that video I made earlier, that's why I think that. Miss Sis, do you want to say something? Thank you for being here, Miss Sis, by the way.
Oh, I'm just listening to. I'm trying to figure out what I want to say without.
No, say it. Say it. And you know I'll be like, girls, what?
Big shout
No,
out, Sid Vicious.
when I had like some things I wanted to say, but I'm trying to reel it back, figure out where you guys are at. I just joined late. Whenever I like sent a message out, I was just joining your live. I thought you were about to hop off, but I didn't really know what all you guys talked about. I'll have to.
Well, okay, Sis Vicious.
Check it on the replay.
What I was talking about earlier was that I believe that Mags and Kate were in cahoots with Sammy to make Kylie go to this party because Kylie was originally going to go to a car show with mom. And Mags and Kate were the two people, and in the video I was showing, it confirms that they were with them. They both talk about it. They were with her before the party. So why did these two girls or three, we don't know because Madeline could have been a part of it too. Why did they convince Kylie to not go to the car show and go to the party instead? And why would Mags be a part of that? Let's say she was a part of that. Why would she convince Kylie to go if she was going to leave 10 minutes later?
You see, I believe they're the perfect person to have an analysis about this, and I'll tell you the honest is true. Is Megan Cole. Like she's here on the chat. I don't know if you would like her to come up. I would love to
Well,
chicha with her, especially on this subject, due to the she's like
well,
know at least the story that they brought up to the table. You know what I'm saying? She's fully aware as far as
Cecile,
the smallest details.
Well,
Cecile
Mitch and
just
I had talked
commented,
about
"The
this,
altar
and
of heaven is the truth." Did you just Google my name, Cecile? Araceli literally means altar of heaven.
Megan and I
Dang,
have talked
Cecile.
about this to an extent. I don't. I mean, I just feel like everyone's always trying to like pilfer information out of her, and I feel like there's just not
Well,
an
I'm
answer.
not talking to
No,
Megan
no,
right
no, no.
now, and I'm not asking Megan to come up, and I actually don't want her to come up. I don't want her to come up if this is the same
Well, she
Megan that we're
wants.
talking about. I don't want that because this is not the time for that. We could do something later and do that. But
Yeah,
this is
that'll be
like
great if we
late.
could schedule
No,
that though.
but that's not even the point of this. My question was to Sis. What do you think about the theory that I have come up with? And I don't want to include Megan in that because Megan is not. Megan has nothing to do with this. This is about the kids. And this is
Well,
about
that
those
okay.
interviews that I was showing. So
The
I want
other
to ask you, Sis, what do you think?
so the other person on panel was suggesting that, and I said I don't want to do
Yeah.
that because it's a information pill for everywhere she
Yeah.
goes. I don't want to do that, but I think that there's a lot of assumptions in
But
that.
what I just basically what I did was I presented you with guys with information that
Right.
proves that Mags, Kate were hanging out with
No,
Kylie before.
that's an incorrect way of you presented a theory.
Well,
You didn't.
did you see the video that I played?
No.
Okay, see that's where this is why I I'm not going to say shit like this, like what I'm saying unless I can back it up. And I know, Sis, you can respect that. But
Well, okay, as much as I love a good hunch, I said like months ago that I thought that here's what I struggle with, Ara. Here's what I struggle with. If we're in the school of thought that this was a plot to get her in X location to do ABC, what's the motive?
exactly. That's the question I have
There
too.
isn't one.
Well, we don't
That's
know
what I
that.
struggle with.
We don't know
I'm
that.
ready whenever you're ready.
We
But
don't know that. And I don't think you being the person that I think you are, Sis, you can't say that there isn't a motive either. For sure. You can't say that for sure. There's no way.
It's many months. Like
I mean,
not
any
even
way you
30
look at it, though,
months.
there's nothing like tangible that even kind of comes close to making sense to
Well, yeah.
do something like that. I mean, you're spinning a lot of plates, and you're also counting on the fact that by now none of these kids, none of these parents, none of these friends, none of these relatives, none of the instant messages, none of the phone records have been like cracked by the FBI. Like that, you know what I'm saying? Like they've
Correct.
gotten nothing from any of this. Like I just don't buy that there
Yeah.
wouldn't be some type of leak by now,
And
whether it's a
and
person, a message, a DM, you
and
know?
I'm not saying that what I am putting out here is for certain. What I want is conversation. So
Well, if you remember, you got super pissed off at me like when you and I first met, and I said,
yeah.
"Here's what I think." I said, "I suspect." Did you
Yeah.
not?
No, I
Did you
mean,
not?
I remember. I'm not gonna deny that I get freaking
I think I
passionate when
was
I
there.
tell shit. I'm not gonna deny anything
No,
like
you
that.
got really pissed off at me
Yeah.
because I said, "I think if," because I was trying to connect dots, right?
Yeah.
And for me to see where the mom is at,
Yeah.
it doesn't make sense, right?
Yeah.
For everybody just sweep what happened to Kylie under the rug, it doesn't make sense, right?
Mhm.
For all these
Right.
things with the players or the other kids involved, it doesn't make sense, right? The
Mhm.
only way that all of those dots connect for me is if someone very close to the mom, a best friend of hers, a daughter,
Uh-huh.
there was an accident and
Yeah.
there was a cover up. So you have to
in that situation, you would have to ask yourself then, okay, what happened to my daughter was an accident. She's gone. Obviously, you don't agree with what happened to her, but is it worth, is the justice, you can't bring her back. Is it worth sacrificing what is also to you like another daughter?
Right.
And I don't know. It depends on the type of person that you are. But
And I
that's the
could
only reason why I can see her saying, leave it alone. Like, we've got this, like, da da da. And and it has always seemed to me like she knows something, or like she's holding something back. But as a mother, I can't see any other way. I mean, that would be like, God forbid my niece, something happened to my daughter and it was my niece. My niece is like my daughter.
Oh yeah.
I would, if my daughter's gone and I can't bring her back, you bet your sweet ass my niece, I'm gonna stand beside her. You know what I mean?
I
And
hear you.
I can't think of another reason that the mom is just so blasé about what happened to just sweep it. Oh, it's an accident. Like, oh, this and that. Unless, again, she's protecting someone or something. The town of Truckee, I mean, maybe, but what is she getting out of that? I don't see it.
You're asking the right
no,
question. You're
It
asking
seems
the right
closer.
questions. Yeah.
It feels to me, watching her, it's weird as shit, but it like what I sense is it's closer to home. It's closer to her heart than a zip code.
I get it.
And
I'm ready whenever y'all ready.
I'm
that's the
gonna.
vibe I've always gotten.
If it's okay, I need to use the restroom. You guys already know me. I'll be back in like
Yeah, go ahead.
a minute and a half. But you guys, what you
Go
say
for it.
matters. And again, I'm not saying that everything I say is correct. That what matters is the conversation, and that's why I put out what I put out. But you guys are really what matters here. You are the like the meat of everything, because I am one brain. You guys add way more. So I'm gonna leave it like that. I'm gonna mute myself. I'll be back in like 1 minute, 2 minutes. I'm trusting you guys. I'll be right back.
Go ahead, no worries. We'll hold it down here for you. Vicious, if you allow me to interject with that, I could see the possibility. Okay, I want to be very careful with what I'm about to say right now, just because again, right now we got quite a few options as far as what it could have happened. It's few theories, it's stuff like that, but it's two solid ones. But when you said that, we totally understand through research. And definitely we're not from Chucky, at least I'm not, and I'm a total outsider. But I've been learning since I started studying this case that they are a very close community. Like, we can say that these people don't know each other. They are all very, very close to each other, especially the majority of the full-time residents in that locality. They are actually family members of family members, and they are 9 times out of 10 bloodliners. So definitely they all close. It's like Megan Cole was saying, this is things that they had date each other. They have grew up each other, birthday together, graduations together, church together. What church they go to. You know what I'm saying? And I wanna, no pun intended with that, but this is could be like you say. It could be a, I hate to say it. It's a possibility there.
Are just a
Or
couple of
it,
the
or it
articles
be
that the Sun
of,
published,
of,
and
of
then
it being like, I'm
Sorry about
sorry.
that.
Go ahead.
No, sorry about I pressed. I'm dumb.
No, you're good. You're
No,
good.
Well, it
I
just
was
kind
just
of seems
telling.
like,
I was
if
just
it,
telling Vicious. I'm sorry if you allow me to finish real quick. I was just
yeah,
telling
sorry.
Vicious that
yeah,
I think I have a
I know,
delay a
J
little
Rod,
bit.
you think that there's a conspiracy happening here, and like you
no,
think
that
there's
I
this
hate
like
to say.
bloodline shit happening.
Yeah, I hate to say that these communities very close to each other.
Oh,
They know each
absolutely.
other. And sometimes, okay, like, what I hate to say, this could it be? Like we should say a very tragic accident, right? Um,
Don't use my words, says Megan Cole. Uh I'm gonna is
no,
okay.
no, I'm
Can
saying,
I
I'm saying
can
exactly
I
what you said in that interview, though.
hold on? Can I
Yeah,
ask you a question about is Megan Cole? Is that like the lady that was on the panels? Is that Megan?
yeah.
Is that who that is?
Friends with Sammy. Daughter
Miss
is
Sis?
like best friends
Is
with
that her?
Sammy, stuff like that. Yeah. Yeah.
Miss Sis?
Yeah, that's her.
Oh, okay. Well, Megan, I didn't know that's who you were when you came on earlier, and I apologize. I feel like I just I didn't know that. And Miss Megan, um, you're here in the chat, and I do not at all want you to feel or think that you need to answer to anything, Miss Megan. I think
Right.
you've been
Right.
put. You no. This has to be very important, Miss Megan. The fact that you're here and spending your time here matters. And Miss Sis has always had your back since the very beginning. We've been talking about you through email and through Facebook. Like I know Miss Sis, I love her. Even though on panel right now we're speaking and it sounds like we don't get along. This is this is what's fun about our conversations. But she knows who I am now at this point. Miss Megan, please do not feel like you need to answer anybody's questions in chat. Okay, you are not responsible for information. You are you, and so please do not feel this is a safe place for everybody, and I do mean that. Okay.
And you
uh
are welcome to be here and
yes,
participate in chat and
but
conversations
do not
without
if someone is over here,
pilfering information from you
yeah, if
or
someone's over
trying
here like,
to.
no, Ms. Megan, you are not obligated to do anything. This is a safe place. I just
Hmm.
wanted to put that out there. I apologize, dear Rod, for interrupting you.
No,
But
you totally you totally on your
and
right.
and I
Obviously, we
and you and I
appreciate
have
you there.
spoken a lot, and you speak your mind and you're so good at it, but like but then we kind of get lost in what we're doing here, because everyone that we have here is so passionate. RS says that's RS clone.
No, yes. I just again, Vicious was saying something about that this could be a tragic accident due to they all know each other,
Yeah,
whatever happens, then now Lindsay have to,
sorry.
okay, I already lost my daughter. Now I have to lose all these, let's say, other kids that I have raised or helped raise since they little. And she could be thinking like, well, it's enough for me to lose already my daughter. Let's just be at peace with that. I totally understand that that could be a mentality that she has on her mind, but at the same time, the public information is so not good looking at all. Like if we could just sit at peace as total strangers and be like, well, okay, she happy with the results, but
Well,
then it's like then me as a human and as a person knowing and seeing the public information and in the way information is being handled and the way the authorities being handled in the case, it is a very very particular interesting case. And
it
I
is.
would like to keep stating that I don't believe that it was an accident. Whatever happened.
Yeah, and Blind
You
Furry,
know what
we
I'm
got
saying? But
Megan's
it was
back
just
here.
not an accident.
We
Whatever
have
happened,
we have
it
everyone's
just
back
was
here.
what it was.
We have everyone's back here. If you're here and you spend time here, we have your back unless you turn into a complete asshole, then we won't have your back.
No, no,
The
no,
mods will
I'm
be like,
not.
hi.
Yeah, and
No,
Megan, this is one of the channels I was telling you if you ever did want to come up and conversate, hang out. This was a safe place. I don't know if you remember that. It's been a while, but this is the place I was talking about. So again, you are
actually, I
more than
want to talk to
welcome
Megan, but she thinks I don't
to
like her.
hang out, talk, participate in chat. You don't owe anybody shit. If you
Hell
want to
no.
answer questions, by all means, but you're welcome to be here without that.
And
That's
actually, I encourage Megan to not sit there and try to give answers to everything.
exactly.
That's
I
the point,
actually
yeah.
I really hope that you don't feel that kind of obligation because you are not the Truckee spokesperson. But people see you like that, and you know what? This is not
Sorry.
about you, Megan. This is about Kiely. So I really want this. I really mean it. This is a place for everybody to be equal. Okay. So Megan, you don't have to. If someone says something in the chat and it pisses you off because it's like, no, that's not what Truckee is. Don't even answer to it because that only fuels more shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
And
and
that's
don't
the
let them
thing
pick
over
on you,
here.
Megan. Don't let them pick
Well,
on you, Megan. Just
we all
ignore
have
them.
our opinions, and that's our God-given right. We're all entitled to it. But and I've told Megan this myself. I don't have to agree with what you believe because it's what you believe.
Hey, Nick.
But
Right.
I can treat you with respect, and I can listen to your opinion, and I can offer my opinion or ask questions. We can talk about it. But I just didn't like the way that she was treated because it just pissed me off, because for people to not believe what she believed, they were saying she's a liar, and I don't subscribe to that. If you don't agree with her belief, that doesn't mean she's lying. She's
Exactly.
looking at it from a completely different lens.
Yeah.
So I didn't like that. And regardless, a little kindness goes a long fucking way. And I didn't see anybody treating her kind or respectfully, and it pissed me off.
Nobody
Off the
here has
bat.
been talking bad about Megan.
No. I'm not saying that. I'm
So-
just saying off the bat. That's you said. Oh, I always had her back, and I did. But it's
I know
just
that.
like people were just
Megan
so.
said she don't want
People are
nothing to
just.
do with me.
And that's
People are
okay.
just so garbage. Yeah, I know.
We
She's like,
love you.
she's like, girl, get away from
She
me.
mad. Listen, can I interject real quick, ladies, if you allow
Go
me?
for it.
Just to clear the air. I just want to clear the air. I gotta say, the only thing that is there to analyze and have a conversation about, far as the Kylie subject, because that conversation that is most important here, the situation that happened to Kylie, and talking about that, going back to that subject, um, the interviews the Megan called with the information she provided to the community, it was very, very important. It was key to hear someone that is close to the situation, her opinion, right? And we appreciate her for that. Also, at the same time, when we're gonna sit down and cross-reference and cross-analyze um, the conversation in the best manner possible, we see a lot of irregularities and a lot of stuff that was said from her. And again, this is just stuff that I understand. She said those things because she was told, allegedly, like she was told to say those things in on their defense, which we all understand as a worry mother. Want to put to rest certain comments and stuff like that. But then when she brings some comments to the table and stuff that she said, and then when the forensic report comes out, and through analytical common sense, we end up with the conclusion that it was a lot of misleading information coming out of her. We did question
Okay.
respectfully, and
Hold on.
I believe some of those questions were taken like they were disrespectful, but they
Okay.
were really not disrespectful questions. We just
I feel
stuff that
bad
it
for
came out of
interrupting
the
you right now,
report.
J Rod. I feel bad for interrupting you, but I gotta do it because
No, go ahead.
I gotta do it. And Miss MC's in StreamYard. She's wanting to come up, and I'm scared to put her up because I don't know where this is gonna go. I'm being super honest with you guys right now.
Who, Megan? No,
Megan,
let her come in.
she's
Let her come in.
super
She's
nice.
chill.
Just
I'm
Let
scared
her come in.
because I don't know what's gonna happen.
she's
If you want,
she's
you know what
super
though? If
nice.
you want, I could back out and you could bring her up so she could speak her mind comfortably between
You know what,
ladies.
J Rod? I think that's a good idea, and I freaking
Yes,
respect you
yes,
for offering that.
yes. Because I want to listen to her too, though. I'm very interesting on stuff that she got to say, though.
Okay, and J Rod, I respect you for saying that.
No, I appreciate you, Ara. Thank you for having me, and I appreciate
You know how many
the
people don't
moderators,
do
the
that?
chat.
You know how many people wouldn't do what you just did? Hey, I'm gonna back out so
No,
she can
no,
come up. People
no
are not.
worries.
They don't do that in real life.
No, we appreciate you, Sis Vicious. I appreciate your comments and thank you for your analytical comments. Thank you so much, Ira. Appreciate you for having me, and everybody in the chat. We love you, and I'm gonna see you soon.
Thank you,
Yeah,
J
J
Rod.
Rod, we'll see you in the chat. You're hanging around, I'm
I
sure.
don't know what just happened. He just volunteered to leave, and I don't know. I don't know. I just, oh man, I want everyone to feel like they matter. And I'm running, MC. I see you back there. I'm scared. I don't know what's gonna happen right now. So after this happens, you need to let me know if you guys want this live to stay up or not. Okay. Is that weird that I'm telling you guys that I'm scared?
Well, no, but let's stop talking behind her back. Let her she's listening. Let her up. What's the harm?
Okay,
She's fine.
I'm gonna let her up. I'm
She's
gonna let her up.
super nice. She's
I know.
super
I'm not
nice.
concerned about her. I'm worried about the chat.
Well, I
But
mean,
I'm gonna let her up. You know what? I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna stop being a baby. Hey, Miss MC, how are you?
hi, Megan.
Hi.
I'm dying.
You're
I'm
dying.
dying. I'm dying.
No.
Okay, so I want to break this down real quick because I know what so and so down in chat just tried to do to your channel, and he just tried to royally run you over because he's goading me to come up here. And J-Rod, if I want to talk to you and you want to have a conversation with me, we are not going to do it on someone else's channel. That's
Okay,
not
yeah,
going to happen.
let's not do that here, please. I ask you kindly. Please.
Someone's echoing. I don't think it's me.
No, it was me. I'm turning my phone on now so you can see chat.
And J-Rod, if you and I think that right now you are probably most hated in my world on the video that you took 2 days ago. So I wouldn't say anything to me while I'm up here. I wouldn't even chat with me and talk my name.
Look,
Don't put my name in your mouth.
Megan,
And we'll have a great conversation.
He's not here, so let's move on. I think let's not. You know, he's not here, but I want to hear what you want to say. If that's okay.
I wanted him to get down because he was going to keep talking about
He already
me.
did it. He already did it.
That's why he went down though, is because he's afraid of me.
No,
So
no one's
that's
afraid
why
of
I did that.
anybody. But I do want to hear what you came. I know no one's here to start hate. So Miss Megan, if we can like push past that. And I appreciate you being here and being brave, and thank you for trusting our space. Thank you for being
right out the gate, Megan. You're right. Everything's good. I'm fine. I don't mind answering questions. And Aurora, there was no conspiracy whatsoever. However, you want to put that what you were talking about earlier, not even remotely at all whatsoever. She just had already gone to the car show. She didn't want to go back, and so she changed her mind and she went to the party instead.
Got you. I got you.
That's it. That's how plain and simple that is. So what's the next question? Because these are questions I can answer because they're very, very far back questions and they're easy to answer. So I will speed up your conversation in rapid detail.
Okay, so you want to be here to answer questions? Is that what you're?
Let's just have a chat, Megan.
Yeah.
I have a question. And it's more of like a free flowing question, but I'm curious just because you're there. I know you talk to a lot of people. But since the fire cam video came out, what is sort of the mood with people in the area, people that you've talked to that have seen it? What's the vibe in regards to that? Because we all have our opinions. Some people believe it, some people don't. But I'm curious from your perspective and also the area and people you've talked to.
I'm going to close my chat. Thanks. I just saw that. Probably a good idea. Okay, so I think that it's been since the fire cam has come out around. That was when I put out my video of the lady across the street or across the lake talking about it. No one really. I guess no one knew. We didn't really know there were fire cameras in the area. I mean, we just don't. Okay. Not everybody in Truckee knows everybody in Truckee, guys. It just doesn't happen. So we don't know there's a few cameras that we all know about. There's a lot of cameras we don't know about for fire purposes. So those ones no one knew about until they came out. Or they knew about them. I did not know. Whoever they knew about them, not me. So my reaction to them is that it's good that they had them, but how did they sit there and have 14 days with press conferences and saying they had no information when they had plenty of information and they never went forth with using it? So that's, I think, where people on some side of that think it's foul play. That's where some side think LE. That's where some. I mean, there were so many drops in the ball on so many things that it's almost ridiculous. So the fire cam footage, if it's not been messed with or hasn't been hacked, it probably would have been good information. But I think that it came out at a really, really time where that they were trying to
push a narrative, right? Yeah.
Yeah, they were trying to push a narrative.
Okay, so that's sort of the deal, right? On at least in the YouTube space, there's people that think it's real. There's people that don't think it's real. So you're saying that that's sort of the same thing in Truckee. And I feel like you guys would know if that's, and I guess you're saying you don't, but I guess I was asking because I felt like you guys would know if that's a legitimate camera or if it's not. Because that was the thing. It just sort of seemed like, was this contrived, for YouTube and social media and clout and the salaciousness of it, or is it actually legitimate? But you're saying you guys don't really know either, correct?
Megan Cole's vibe is not much talk around. It's not really much talk about the case at all. Like I would say that 95% of people in Truckee right now, if you ask them, they're either not going to answer you or they know nothing about it. That's the honest to God truth.
So, quick question then, who would be in charge of that? Because where I live, it's basically called DNR, like Department of Natural Resources, right? Like they control hunting, federal land, state land, like all those things. And I would imagine in Truckee or, even the state, it's something equivalent, right? But that would be, I mean, it's not just like some overhead state thing. I mean, it would be exclusive to the municipality, right? Like your town would have governing over that area of the land or the part. In other words, I guess what I'm saying is like, it wouldn't just be like some state head, miles and miles away that controls this. Like there would have to be someone somewhat local in control of this, right? If something goes down, a camera is bad, it needs repair, it goes out, or, checking sensors, like all these things, like there has to be someone close by with some knowledge of this. And with a case as big as Kiely Rodni, what I have trouble getting over is how long that sat there without anyone even mentioning its existence. And in addition, I also struggle with, I mean, for one, it's not like a super high tech camera. Like how long was this recording? Like how long has this recording just been sitting there?
Well,
they just keep the footage indefinitely.
I will say that what you're trying to say is there's the Department of there's the Department of Resources, there's the Department of Agriculture, there's the Department of Water, there's the Department of Fire, there's those are fire safety cameras. That's what those are for. I'm assuming they have been there, and Archie said that they've been there for years. The webcam has. We have certain cameras because our fire is so dangerous around here that there are cameras that are on 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.
That's why I said Truckee is like a safety hazard, period. That's where there are cameras everywhere. And Miss Megan,
let me take that back. There's only cameras. The only cameras I know of personally we've talked about this before is 1, 2, 3, 4.
We've talked about. Hold on, you're telling me that we've talked about this before. Respectfully, I've spoken to you very rarely.
No, not you.
Hold on, what I'm trying to say is that I'm thankful that you're up here, and I was worried about what was going to happen when you came up, because what follows you is controversy, but sis backs you up, so I'm here for you because of sis. However, I do want to be able to say some things because
go ahead.
I don't want you to feel like you need to explain yourself to the very detail because you've done nothing wrong. You're here to provide.
I'm perfectly fine. You're fine. You can ask me. I'm calm right now. So if I get upset, I'll leave. But and if I get upset for anything reason, it's nothing of your fault. It's just because I get what you're saying, and I don't want to. I know where you're at, so I'm trying to be respectful to you too. So go ahead.
And I really appreciate that. You're awesome. But what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna let you speak. You're willing to answer questions, so can you see chat, Megan?
Yeah.
Okay. So what I'm gonna do, if there are people in the chat, if you're okay with answering questions, I wanted to protect you from that. However, if you're okay doing that, then I will allow the space for whatever time we're gonna be here for you to answer that. So
I think most of the people in here have already know all the answers that you're asking, or I don't have any more answers that they're asking for.
well, what I was trying to say was that they're not my questions. What if people in the chat have a question, I'm gonna pin it to the video here, and you may
Okay.
answer them or not. It's up to you, but I'm gonna put them there.
Okay.
Okay. So there's one question there for you.
Well, hey, check it though, real quick. And I'm sorry, Ara, but I got cut off. This was never. My question is, if these cameras are monitored in any type of capacity, everyone in the state of California had to know about this case, regardless of who's charged with monitoring maintenance of these cameras. How did that information not make it to the sheriff's office sooner? And if it did, why then did the investigation straggle out the way that it did for so long? Until
That's an excellent question. I have the same question.
RT just answered your question.
Cognitive says, Megan Cole, how did Sammy Smith speak to Kiely at 12:36? And again, these people may have not heard you speak about this in other places.
Okay.
So if these questions appear redundant to you, you probably answered a lot of these questions a million times.
I mean, I swear, yeah, it's okay. You're fine. It's okay. I'm okay. I bet the best way to do this is because I've done this on channels before, is that you guys, I'm going to turn off chat and they're going to star questions for you and you guys can shoot them off. And that way, when they star them, then I can answer them. And if I don't want to answer them, we can pass by them. But if I don't know the answer, I won't say I don't know the answer. That's how the best way to do it.
And again, Megan, we didn't bring you up here to answer questions.
No,
you wanted to
I
do
showed
it.
up. I actually, I had no intention of doing this tonight. Nothing. I had no intention of coming here. I'm just trying to get out of the box. Everybody, I'm trying to come out of my little box that I've been in and trying to go around back to these places. And so I'm much better than I have been. And I've learned a lot. So
I want you to feel as safe as possible. This live that I started tonight was not intended for it to be what it is.
No, it was actually pretty funny when I came in and you didn't know who I was. It was actually it was refreshing.
I wasn't thinking about that, because I was talking about something entirely different.
It was funny because I came in and I heard my voice and I heard my name and I went, she doesn't know it's me. And you read right over it. And I went, she has no idea.
Yeah.
So go ahead. And then Seth came in and I saw first link. I went,
but this
she knows.
Megan, this doesn't have to be that. Okay. We
It's
can talk
okay.
about
It's
something
fine.
else.
It's fine. Go for it.
I'm not the one asking questions though. I don't know. This is why I was scared. You know what I mean? Like,
okay. So what I'm going to do, what you guys are going to do is I will ask 20, you guys I say 20 questions. You guys get 20 questions. And what Aurora's going to do is star the questions that you ask and I'll turn off chat. And then that way I can have time to think about the question before I answer it, because that's a problem that I've had. So we're working on this. So Aurora, what you do is you star the chat, or Seth, will you help her and star the chat or star the question so that
well, I'm the owner of this and my name is Aura.
Or I don't know if she can do it on there or not. Okay, that's fine. Okay.
I see a question right now, J-Rod. I'm going to answer that. The question was, why was the reason for saying that Kiely was drunk and under the influence? Forensic reports proves you were lying. Okay, I don't have any proof otherwise. No more than Megan does. Neither of us were there. What we do know is from the report and the autopsy, I watched probably 3 or 4 different medical examiners come out on panels with their own videos and say that this autopsy report and the toxicology was highly, highly incomplete. So based on the information that we have, you could say, yes, it doesn't appear that she was intoxicated, but it also was not a thorough report. And it was not performed in the traditional sense of what you would expect under the circumstances. She wasn't even positively identified. So I don't know if that answers your question. That was sort of a non-answer answer, but I don't think that we can go by what we're seeing on that piece of paper.
Okay. And then Faithful Soul says, Megan Cole, why is there no picture or video of Kiely physically at the party at all? Just at least one.
I have no idea.
Yeah, and that's an honest answer because she wasn't there. Killshot says, I don't think there is any questions that Megan can answer. No offense to her at all. She is an outsider who knows one kid. I don't think you're wrong in saying that. She's answering as much as she can, but she wasn't there. I don't think so. You can't ask her about specifics of the party because I don't think that Megan was there shooting it up with the kids. You know what I'm saying?
No, I was not.
Yeah, and if she knows kids, they're only going to tell her so much because Megan is an adult, and kids don't tell adults everything. Why is Megan the one answering questions? Miss Julia Rose Castillo. Megan is someone that has put herself close to the case, and she knows someone. She knows a child, or she has children in Truckee. You have a daughter and a son.
Okay, I'm going to answer that question
Go
for
for it.
why I'm answering these questions because I've talked to these kids that were at the party. I've talked to them several times, and I do know what happened at the party. It's all my opinion or hearsay, and it's not 100%. And I know people are recording this, so I'm going to be very specific in the specific. I said it again. Specific,
Megan.
Yeah. And also, by the way, this live is going to go down. I'm not going to keep this up. I don't want to. I don't want to keep it up. There's just I used to keep, like, when I did Chris Watts, there were just some lives that I took. There are so many lives that I took down. I think this is going to be one of them. Unless you want to keep it up, it's up to you. But I'm going to take this live down as soon as we're done, so people can be free to say what they need to say. And if someone records this shit, well, the live was taken down, so now you're doing something illegal by recording this. That's not what we do here. That's why I was scared to do this in the first place, guys. I'm not used to this. Okay.
No, and I unfortunately have done this on a channel before that's brand new. So I didn't, like I said, I just came in and I didn't want you to have, I was just going to sit here and listen because but that's fine. I'm helping. I, at the end of this, want everybody to come to the same, have my hope and pray is at the end of this, that there's something that comes out I don't know, so that I can learn from it too. Because that's because I don't know everything, and there's stuff I'll never know or may not know. And there is stuff that I can find out. But with that being said, I also don't go looking for it. So I did one time, and that was it. And that was very out of my character. So that's why I only can answer some questions. Anything at the party, I don't really know much about at the party. I know the scene. I know where her car was parked and who was there. And if you all want to go do all that, you guys can go right on Facebook and look up all of the stuff that was on Facebook, and they will give it everything that you have for people that need names, everything else. It's all out there in every interview I've done. So I don't need to go on that. You guys can do that on your own, or she can.
Megan, let me ask you, what, just based on your knowledge of the kids, what is your honest opinion of Kate, and how do you think she fits into this puzzle here? Yes.
Kate was on. I have no idea why Kate was on the interview with Jagger. My daughter and I, actually, when I talked to my daughter and we saw the interview on the TV, my daughter was on the phone and I went, how is Kate even there? And I know her last name and I know her dad. And I went, how is she even there? And then my daughter had a different question. And I went, I have no idea. And then she left the country. So she has not been in the.
Megan has no answers about the kids. That's what I'm saying. Megan cannot tell us about these children. She can't. Megan, there's nothing you can say about Jagger because you don't know Jagger like that, and you don't know Kate like that.
I'm asking her opinion.
No, I know that. I'm not like disrespecting. I'm just saying, like, we all have to see that Megan, she's not like the answer all for these kids.
But she went to all the teen talk. So I guess she and I have had conversations offline that maybe like whatever, but.
No,
okay.
I know what you're saying. And that's okay. That's why I answered it the way I did. Says I don't know. I only know that she was there for that one interview, and I know that there were some other pictures that were taken about her and screenshots and everything else. But other than that, I don't know how. I don't think she's any. I don't know that she was. I don't even know if she was at the party or not. I just know that she was at that with the interview there, and it might have been because of she's a very, very nice person. When I've met her before through just life, and she might have been just someone that someone was hanging out with to hang out with. So I don't know why she was there.
Did Megan ever say what she had heard about what happened? Someone asked.
Megan,
What?
I don't know what that what yeah,
About
I
what
can't.
happened?
That's
Like, did you hear anything about what happened? Like rumors, I guess, in the town or something? Were there
I've heard lots
rumors
of
in the town?
I've heard lots of different theories, but
Mm.
no, I think that everybody no, I don't know what happened. I mean, at the end of the day, right now, and as far as I know, I just heard today that the case is still open. I did hear that today, that there is still part of the case that is still open, but Nevada County, or no, Placer County, one of them has shut it down. I think it's Nevada County. It's closed. One of them has closed it, but there are other investigations that are still going on, but that are not finalized yet until I don't know when, because there's unanswered questions, obviously.
Night Owl says, Meg, what do you think of the theory that Kylie's mom found out about her death from Sammy and she's in on it?
Again, I don't know the answer to that.
I'm just putting up the questions for you.
Yeah.
You don't have to answer them. Let's see. I'm scrolling. Thank you guys for being here.
Ara, I will say respectfully too, I don't think to ask her questions. I mean, she's kind of, a guest local to the area. That's fine.
Right.
But to ask her a question based of her opinion, I don't think is any different than us chopping it up, having a conversation about it, because there's a lot of speculation and theories and hypotheticals that get tossed around all the time, and that's fine. But when Megan says, there's like, well, she doesn't know, she doesn't know this. None of us know. If anything, she knows way more than we do, and so I don't think it's fair to jump down.
I was saying that to protect her. Like, people that ask her stuff, guys, Megan is not going to know the answers to what the kids are thinking. I guess that's why I said that. I was actually trying to like have her back. And remember, sis, I told you, like, I don't know how to handle what's happening right now. I was scared.
Well, yeah, I just asked her.
I'm sorry.
I just asked her opinion of like a person.
Can I
like,
say something?
sitting in, but
Aurora, take a deep. This is coming from me. Take a deep breath, because you need. I know everybody's thinking I'm gonna fly off the handle, but I know you're so nervous right now.
I am nervous.
Yeah, I know. Everyone needs to take a chill pill. Like, we're all friends here.
I don't want Megan to feel attacked, and I
will tell you this right now. If I feel attacked, Aura, I will take. I have come around so many times I've come around where from day one of this all the way to now, I've learned a lot, and I know how. If I feel under attack, I will let you know I am under attack. So
but what do we want to do then? I guess you guys want to just talk to each other.
No, I'm just saying.
Doing fine. You're doing fine. You're actually you're making me more nervous because you're nervous. So I'm telling you to relax.
I'm not used to this. Like, I'm a little channel. Like, I didn't know you were gonna be. I didn't even know it was you in the chat. Like, my place is not about that.
It's really cute, actually.
I care about everybody, so I just.
You're doing fine. I am not you. I'm literally I'm more happy to answer these questions, and I want you to relax, which is not normally the case in this. So you're doing just fine. So I want you to get your answers. If I don't know the answer, I don't have to answer it, and if I don't know the answer, I just don't know.
Well,
so
if I may be honest, I don't have questions for you. I personally don't, because.
No, I know. That's why you're doing it. That's why I told you to do what you did. But I'll tell you what, I'm going to do it because it's easier for me just to read through chat and answer the questions that I know the answer to, rather than you asking the questions that I'm going to say I don't know to, because it just goes around and around and around. So that's why I thought Sis might do it better for you.
Can I do this, Miss Megan? May I? This is easier for me. And this is the decision I'm making right now at this moment. What do you want? Is there anything you kind of want to tell the community? And this is a small community, but everyone here is actually probably the nicest people I've ever met, the people that are here in the chat and on panel. Is there anything that you want to just say, I guess, just, to put across there? I think a lot of people, every time you get on a panel, and I've seen you on many, it's like question after question. It's like ridiculous questions sometimes.
in my opinion, questions that like there's no way that you can expect her to answer this, you know, in a way that's going to satisfy you, whoever's asking it, you know. But I feel like Miss Megan, I think you. Is there anything you
Breathe,
just want to
breathe, Aurora,
say?
breathe, Aurora, breathe. You're okay. Just relax. Take a deep breath yourself. Please take a deep breath yourself. And it's coming from me. I know that sounds so strange, but please take a deep breath because it's going to be okay. Nothing's going to be wrong, and I'm okay. So you're okay. I can answer questions that I can answer, but a lot of people already know these questions that you're asking. So yes, it's a lot of the times where I just get question after question after question. But at this point, a lot of them have already heard what I had to say. So it's not going to change anything from this point on. So that's why I'm letting, if there's something that they want to know that they haven't heard me ask, that's more that if I don't know the answer, I don't know. And I'm very good at answering, I don't know. And I do, the 1236 versus the 1233 phone calls, I do have a text message out to someone to find out about that, but I can't to clarify on that a little bit more. As of a couple days ago, I sent someone a text message so that she will respond to me. I am not pushing anybody to respond to me. If she wants to respond, she wants to respond. So I will, when I get that answer, I guarantee you everybody will know the answer to that.
Thank you, Miss
That's
Megan.
all I can say to that.
I hear you.
I just saw a question and it just kind of passed by because I'm on the StreamYard one. But Megan, and you can validate this, but I did want to say, because I feel like at first or sort of midway through your little YouTube tour, you you and I have talked about this, but I remember I FaceTimed her one day and I was like,
I'm not gonna make poor Aurora around 5. I'm not gonna do it or whatever.
But I was like, Megan, for God's sake, stop sending your information out in chat. And she's like, what are you talking about? I'm at work right now. And I was like, no, I was like, I was just in chat. Like, I just saw you like putting your information out, like blasting that. And she's like, no, that wasn't me. So I just wanted to say to a lot of people, I think that there were trolls, or at least a troll, impersonating Megan, going into chats and saying random things, because as soon as she was a hot topic or talking about her was a hot topic, I started to notice that. And I had seen it several times, but the panel was like talking about it. And I just called her right away. And I was like, Megan, for God's sake, please stop. She's like, that literally was not me. So I think some other people that saw that formed a negative opinion of her, sort of like drifting through these channels. Yeah. So go ahead.
About a week, I found I found out about my troll from Sus, and I didn't know this either. And so about 2 days later, and I'm going to clear this up too, because my daughter's name is Daisy, and there's a few Daisies that run around here. None of them are my daughter. I know what my daughter's YouTube page. She's never come in a chat, and she's never talked. I'm going to try to get her on my page so everybody can say hi to her, because she gets sent messages when I have situations that happen. Recently, someone did send her a message, and so she called me today and yelled at me. But she actually was in class, and I did exactly the same thing to Sis. And I went, someone texted me, or she kept getting messages, and some people were messaging her saying that that she didn't have to be so mean, that she was just trying to ask questions. And she got about 6 or 7 responses, and my daughter had no idea what she was talking about. So she called me and she goes, Mom, we have a problem. And when your 20-year-old daughter says that, you just never know what the answer is going to be. And she goes, I have a troll. And I went, you have a what? And she goes, I have a troll on YouTube, and they're not nice. So if they're coming, if it's not a nice response, it's probably not coming from me. If you know it's me, I will let you know it's me. But if someone's putting out my name, and then someone put out my phone number, someone doxed me, someone did all these things, I didn't do any of that. And so if you get a response like that is happening, just ignore it, because that's not me. So if that answers your question, yes, I've been around, and there's lots of questions that I'm debunking my own self, because I'm like, I never said that. So yes, true. Did I answer that right?
I think so. I just wanted to, let people know that there was a lot of BS swirling around that appeared to be you, that in fact was not, because I called you and I was like, what the hell are you? Stop. Like, I'm at work. Like, I barely have service. So anyway, which is unfortunate, because at a time when you were already kind of, you know, in the hot seat with things. It was just adding sort of insult to injury, I think. But that's what trolls do, you know. But anyway, I'm glad you're here now. I'm glad you're talking. I'm glad you feel comfortable. I just, this is just all such a mess.
Megan, do you know or heard if Kylie got into an altercation? I heard. Okay, so RS says, do you know if Kylie got into an altercation with someone? I have heard speculation and only know, but I've heard this, and I did ask the question. I know a little bit, but there was some sort of an altercation at the party that at the very end between what I guess is Kylie and someone else, but I don't know what it was over. I can only I pieced together bits of it, but until I find out that full thing, I do not know what the altercation was. But I do believe that there were play fighting at the and like it's called fight night and stuff like that, and it's just play fighting at the and no one, they're not actual fights, they're just kids playing at the parties. So no, there was not a huge altercation that has come full circle to me yet.
Play fighting, that's interesting.
Yeah, they have boxing. I guess I didn't. It's like but okay. So you guys don't get this. The kids in Truckee are very, very rough and
I've heard you
rough,
explain this. Yeah, I remember.
and they're more. But then when I say rough, they're just fun. They're outdoorsy. They're sports people. So when they say play fighting and boxing, these kids wrestle. They play football. They do everything else. So they have a lot of energy. And so
Trust
when
me,
they're
girl.
playing fun.
I live in South Texas. I know all about football. Let me tell you.
And so they have a lot of energy, and these parties, they're just really. I unfortunately agree. It sounds horrible, but these kids went out to have a good time. Like, and yes, we all know they happen. Do we condone them? Not real. I mean, no, we don't condone them, but we also can't. I mean, you can't police every single point of every single tree in Truckee. I mean, it would be impossible. So do we know that? So do the cops kind of have an idea where they're at? Probably. But it's like when everybody goes, well, we condone that. No, we don't condone it, but it's just like every kid in America. They all do it. They have a place they go to.
Yeah, but
and
we
so
don't. A lot of places don't understand the fighting thing. I made a video that spoke about the fighting thing, and I have about 300 comments. People that are like, I don't understand. What does it mean fighting? Like for fun? Actually, it's not that
okay, it's like
common around
they have boxing gloves
It's
on.
like glorified sparring. Like,
yeah,
I mean, I've
never heard of that, and a lot of people haven't either. I guess from what I heard, from what I saw, but that's my opinion.
I think like someone and they had and the bat. There's someone said there was kids running around with bats. They were wiffle ball bats. I mean, these are kids playing with they don't. They're not allowed to hit each other in the faces. They're not allowed to do harm. There's someone that referees it, because when it's boys and they've been drinking, which I think 17, 18-year-old kid does, their emotions can get the best of them. So there is, if it gets more serious in any way, shape, or form, it is taken apart very quickly. Like when like someone said earlier, these kids have grown up together. They have. Most of these kids have known each other since birth. So these are brothers and sisters that have been in the same town or area or group since they moved here or been young with each other. Or as they grow older, more people will come and find them. But there's a lot of kids that were here since they've been born. So their parents know each other. They're neighbors. They get along. So they're not out there fist fighting with and knocking each other's out. No, this is like if you're fighting, you put it, if you're in someone's house, like when you're a kid and you're playing in your living room and you guys are roughhousing. That's a good way to put it. Roughhousing. I think that's maybe the fight is what throws everybody off. I think it's more roughhousing than actually fighting. Does that help? That's kind of.
Good question for the chat. Not for me, but that's okay.
Well, I don't know if anyone's ever trained kickboxing or mixed martial arts, jiu-jitsu, but 3 minutes, especially if you're if you're not training and you just show up and you're gonna fight, 2 minutes, 3 minutes, you're toasted. It's not like you're fighting it out to the tits like Braveheart. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I guess we used to do that at my high school, parties and stuff. It would be more something to bet on but it was like sparring, and it wasn't like
I've
you're
heard that they
knocking
made bets
people
on it.
out. It was like a knockdown. Like, you know how, like in boxing, like it's not a knockout. Like you knock someone down, like you knock someone down, you win, right? It's like, I don't know.
A good way. It's like tag football. It's like flag football. It's like flag football without the tackling. I mean, they're not going out there to hurt anybody. They're going out there just to have fun. And it's not like they have thousands of them. There'll be 2 or 3 just to kind of keep the, like, someone will set, they'll be like, do you guys want to box or do you want to do this? And they're like, sure, why not? And it's 2 kids having fun. I mean, I heard someone finally, I heard it on somewhere, I don't know where it was, but they said they have rules. I mean, they have rules to these fights. They're not allowed to hit in the face. They're not allowed to hit in the privates. They're not allowed to, like, they're not allowed to run up on them. I mean, they're stupid rules, but it's just play fighting. It's not in roughhousing and boys running against each other. It's like being in a mosh pit. You're not fighting with someone. You're being in a mosh pit, and that's what's happening.
Sometimes people die in mosh pits, Miss Megan.
Okay.
Especially at concerts. I've been there, seen it. But no, you're putting kids play fighting. That's fine. No one's going to do a play. No one's going to go into a play fight and say, "I'm going to kill someone." They're, like you said, they're going to play fight. But then imagine alcohol being involved and drugs. An accident can happen. Somebody can hit someone too hard. Somebody can fall and hit their head. And you know what kids do when they're under the influence? They panic. And that's not the fault at the kid. They're kids. However, it's not impossible to theorize that possibly something happened, someone got hurt, and people panicked. Is all I'm saying.
It's, I guess, I can't, sure. No, I wait. No, it's not possible from what I know that anybody got hurt at these fights. No one has ever been, no one that I know of or have ever mentioned or have seen walking around with, just like when I go to the doctors or whatever, never heard anybody say, oh, I got hit and I got beat up at a fight and it was at a play fight. No, I mean, these kids like you. Not everybody likes each other but most of them do. And if they're going out there to have a good time, and like I said, there's also lots of other friends. So if something was getting out of control like that, there are many boys out there that can each take care of each other. And I think that I think that the boys that I've met would not let that happen if that was happening.
No, and I'm not saying that's what happened. I'm just saying it's possible, given those factors. It's not something we can rule out. And I'm not just talking about Kiely in general. I'm just saying like specifically, but anywhere that you put that scenario, apply that scenario to children getting together to play fight aggressively, but not aggressively, like roughhousing, and then adding alcohol to the mix, music, maybe some other substances. It's possible that an accident could have happened. And I think that's what people talk about now. That's why they theorize that
an accident can happen anywhere. Correct. There is an accident. Yeah. That it can happen anywhere. But I think that the way you're portraying it to be, no offense, is that you're making it sound more devilish than it needs to in this case.
It's not devilish because it's literally an accident. Because kids are kids and they make bad choices.
I don't think she's talking about the possibility of an accident. I think she's talking about the event happening point blank period. It's like a game. And the only reason I'm even like speaking in defense of this, for one, I've trained kickboxing, I've trained mixed martial arts, jiu-jitsu. I know how exhausting it is to spar like that. And at my high school, that was something also people did, like quick sparring matches. 90 seconds, you're done. If you're sparring for 30 seconds straight up, you're done.
They have boxing gloves on. So it's not like they're hitting each other hard in the shoulder or in the chest,
yes.
or in
But if
arm.
But if you're in a gym and if you're in a gym, you're gonna land on a mat. In the woods, if you get hit by, even if it's a boxing glove, if you fall, they're in the woods. There are rocks on the ground. There are trees around. I mean, the landing is going to be different.
Okay, let me clarify. Let me clarify this right now. Where they are all partying at, they clear all that stuff out. they clear. Where they're out there doing that, whatever they're doing, those kids have either been there before, they've thought about this, and they've made it so that everybody, and if someone's going to fall down, there's usually someone's in charge. Like I just said, there's a referee, there's someone that's there, they start and stop. I mean, it's not like a free for, I mean, it is a free for all, but it's not like 100 kids are fighting. It might be two people, and they fight for like 1 minute, 2 minutes, and then they go, I'm done, I'm going to my next beer or drink or whatever. They're not doing it anticipating hurting someone. They're doing it anticipating laughing, giggling, and fun, and having a good time. So they're not intentionally hurting them. So that's what I'm trying to say. It's not like it's a knockdown, drag out fight, like she's saying, like where there's someone that has to win every single time.
Sammy herself says that they fight for trophies, and sometimes people fight about who got the trophy, but not this time. And I can play it for you if you want. But
I know I've heard what you're saying.
Yeah.
I just think this is a silly thing to even like entertain, because again, so this video with Nick, if we're believing that we can't have it both ways. We can't have something detrimental happen or an accident happen at this party. She possibly felt like there's just so many hypotheticals engulfed in that. But then to also believe that he was there and saw her and all this happened, we can't have both.
Correct. I agree with you too. And I'm not here to say what I know happened or not. I guess I'm just here to ask questions. Like I just remember everything that I hear and I bring it up, But I don't know shit, dude. I'm not even fucking from there.
Megan, why do you have I'll answer it. Megan, why do you have an excuse for everything these kids do? I don't think they're excuses. I think it's common sense. And if you have children and you live where we live, it's just common sense. I don't really have any, because I mean, and I've said this from day one. If anybody did anything wrong, the kids that I know would be the first person to call somebody or do the right thing. So when you say, why am I giving excuses? I think that most kids have good intentions. I don't think that everybody has bad intentions. So maybe I like to give the benefit of the doubt. Is that the answer to that question? I think.
Mm-hmm.
I don't necessarily believe that. And I think that, and I mean, you know better than I do, but I think there is a multilateral issue here. And I think we keep trying to give a linear solution, and it's not computing, because
I love all the words you used just now. I love all the words.
Those
linear,
were big words.
lateral. I love it. I love all of it. I love all of it because I instantly trusted that you're a smart person.
Whatever's coming out of your mouth, you just make sound very, very smart, and I'm very on top of it.
Give me some more Merriam. Give me some more Merriam words here. I will.
Okay.
I believe everything you say now, sis.
Shut up.
I love it. I love you.
So, okay.
Tell me about the lateral events.
No, I said it's multilateral.
Multilateral. Sorry.
I think it's possible for there to be two issues at play. I think it's very possible that what happened to Kiely was indeed an accident. I also think it's possible that any foul play into the mix is after that fact. Mm-hmm. I don't subscribe to the fact that anyone sought out to harm her. I don't see a motive. I don't see a benefit. I don't see any cause or reason. But I also can't write off the total accident theory because of what has happened after the fact.
Yep.
And all the puzzle pieces that don't fit. I can't. It's a square. What?
No, I wanted you to finish what you were saying, but I'm getting ahead of myself. It's 3 a.m. for me.
Yeah, it is for me too. I was just saying, to give a linear solution, it's like the one solution that we come up with has to satisfy what happened to her, what happened after the fact. And I don't think that's the case. I think that we need to open our minds to the possibility that we could be looking at two completely separate incidents.
I'm trying to open my mind here because I found this article. I don't know if Megan, like Megan said, Megan, you don't, like, not everybody knows each other, right, at Truckee? Like it's not that kind of place, even though we assume it is.
Um, no,
Yeah.
I think that the way that it's like someone Archie said it perfectly earlier. There
Yeah.
are locals, there are people that are from here, from tourists. There's people here that have moved
Right.
here later on down later on in their lives. There's
Right.
people that have moved from
So
because of
so
the
no, we have a different facet. Oh, I used the word facet.
you did use, but like
Woo.
even since COVID, some people we had a huge influx of people that moved
Right.
up here in COVID. So
Okay.
like when we say everybody, there are a group of people. Like if you say you're from Truckee,
Right.
I think that a real local will look at you like me and say, when were
Uh-huh.
you born and what year did you graduate?
Yeah.
And if you
Okay.
can have those two things, then you're local. But
Okay.
if someone else, if they say they moved to here in well, I'm not. Let's say they said they moved here in 1999, and they've lived here since they moved here in 2009, and
Uh-huh.
I say okay, and I said how long did you live here for, and they say 3 years. To me, that's just a person that came here to do whatever, or they didn't make it. And so because it's hard to live here. The economy is hard to live here, so there's a lot of people that come and go all the time. And they just can't. So a lot of people have been, so not everybody knows everybody. Correct. There's no way I know everybody in Truckee.
Exactly. Yeah. And then there's this lettuce. I said lettuce. There's this lady. What was her name? Shit. Something Beck. I did research on her. She's Lindsay's best friend. Something Beck. And
I don't know Lindsay at all, and I do know who I think I saw her in an interview. I don't know anything about her. So whatever you're gonna say, I have no idea.
but I don't assume that you would know. But what she said that, and it's in the screen. She said around 12:30, these guys showed up and it got kind of weird. She knows this. Interesting. A lot of younger teens chose to leave at this time. It was meant to be just teens in the woods. They party there all the time. It's unregulated and it's not a campground. Beck describes the teen, and Beck is Rodney's best friend. Okay, Beck describes the teenage booze-filled event as a, quote, parent's worst nightmare. There is drinking and stuff. It's really unfortunate. It is a parent's worst nightmare, and we're just trying to get her home. This woman speaks on that, and I just thought that was so interesting.
I think that is what someone that is after the fact, and what the teens had told parents at the time, because that is what was told.
Well, isn't the information that you know what the teens told you after the fact?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's like you guys have the same perspective. Like everything we know, like the adults that are speaking are just like the stories from the teenagers that were there. So I wonder who the kids who the kids were that knew Beck, if that makes sense. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, Miss Megan. Says that these guys
talk about it.
you guys have heard that name, but the question to me has always been,
Sorry, I muted. I didn't know I was muted.
Change your mind about going to this car show? Did
she already gone to the car?
Change your mind?
She had already gone to the car. Sorry, go ahead.
I didn't mute you, so
no, I did. I muted myself on accident.
No worries.
Go ahead.
No. I wanted to just put that out there that that Beck lady, I found her interesting. So, and she had so much information about like people coming in at 12:30.
She was at the. When I saw her, she was at the rec center where they were having the kids talk, and the kids were there for approximately 2 weeks. So I'm assuming, and talking to people and getting to know each other and getting information out and getting information. So I'm assuming that person probably did talk to a lot of the kids that came to the party, or did talk to people that were at the party, and that is a that
so
is what the kids.
You know who the lady is then?
I saw her on the interview. She did an interview. I think she did an interview holding flowers on
Marika Beck.
I think that she did an interview on like ABC or something.
I didn't find any interviews on her. I only saw her on The Sun.
Okay, it might have been the son. Might have been the son. You're right.
Right. Yeah. But I have not seen video interviews of her. But if I show you
It
a
might have been
picture
a
of
local
her,
thing.
will you tell me if that's her then? Like if because I found a picture of someone who I think is her, but I don't know if it's her. But like, can you confirm then if that's her?
I'm looking at your screen, but I don't see anything.
I
I
know,
just
but
see Darren's worst nightmare.
well, that what I'm asking is if I show you a picture, will you confirm that it is her?
I can tell you if it's the lady that I saw in the interview.
Okay, cool. Is this her?
No, but I know that lady.
Who's this lady? Because she's a teacher in Truckee.
Yeah.
Her name is Marika Beck.
I didn't know that. I mean,
Yeah.
I've seen her before, but I didn't know. No,
See?
the lady that I saw was redhead or brown haired. But no, I didn't.
Okay.
I know that I've seen that lady before at the school, but I don't know who she. I've seen her before, but that's not the same lady that did the interview. So
Right.
you remember her being there at the rec center.
Okay, so the lady with the red hair, could that be Madeline Wick?
She's Lindsay's best friend, other best friend, I guess.
Well, Madeline is a teenager. Is Lindsay best friends with a teenager?
No, the one that I saw, she said that she's known Kiely since it was on a local channel on Fox 40 or ABC. So
Okay.
and she's holding flowers, and then she's standing in front of the
Uh-huh.
door at the rec center. That's all I know.
Right. And so so again, and actually thank you, Megan. You've been very helpful to me just now. I appreciate that. Is this girl is Madeline Wicks, correct? I mean, I know it is, but you've seen her too, right?
What's her last name?
Madeline Wicks.
Yes, that I know. I never put her last name together. I don't. I guess that I don't. I don't know her name. I just if that's Madeline Wicks, then yes. I get if that's what you said. I don't know. I don't know names. I'm not good with names. If that's Madeline Wicks, I do know the last name very well, but I don't know the daughter. If that's her.
So you know her mom? Then?
Yeah. I know both her mom and her dad. If it's the same Wicks.
Yeah. Okay. Well, does this picture say anything to you? Do you know anybody of these people?
Yeah, I know all those. Well, I know Sam's in the center, and then Mags is there, Lindsay's there, and that tall guy I've seen. I have the yearbook, so it's kind of unfortunate because I can look these kids up. I have yearbooks for them all. But I guess that's Matt. Yeah, I've seen that picture. But yes, I know 3 or 4 of them for sure, but I can't say their name. I don't know their names right offhand.
Yeah, I'm just trying to, I guess, piece together like the close friends of Kylie's. So I'm trying to figure out if, like, this is Madeline here in the sundress, and this is Mags. Obviously, you know Mags. I mean, you know Sammy, right?
I know Sam for sure, and I
Yeah.
know Mags because she was with Sam. I wouldn't
Right.
know. I did not know Mags until this thing. I had no idea who Mags was, but I've got to know Mags because every time they kept saying Mags and Megs, and they got us confused for the first couple days.
Oh,
And I went through.
really?
Well, because my name came up on YouTube, and then her name came up, so people were confusing me for like a day of her. They were putting my name, and people were going, "No, that's Mags, not Megs." So it was.
That must have been freaking annoying.
Mhm.
Yeah,
A lot of things.
because people like they don't do research, so they just assume.
Well, no, it was just typos, and
Yeah.
since it just was typos, and I get it, and so a lot of people figured it out, and then that dropped, so
Do you
it wasn't really a big
Do you
thing.
know who that is? This person?
Well, I can't see your thing.
This one, right between Sam and Madeline.
The one in the without the lady.
The one next to the sundress, the girl next to Madeline.
No, I don't. I can't see her very well, but I can look at that picture and get back to you.
Here you go.
I have that
I
picture.
I zoomed it for you.
Oh. I've seen her before, but that is Mags, I believe that's Mags. Oh, no, that's Madeline. And then that's Sam. I don't know who the guy. I've heard who the guy is, but I don't know fact, and I don't know who the other girl is. That girl right there that you circled right there, that's her name's everywhere though. So yeah, Mandolin. Yeah.
Well, Madeline, that's Madeline. I'm talking about the girl that I can't name because she was
I could look
in
her up
an
in my yearbook.
interview. That would be because it's this same girl. It's this girl right here. But they only gave Madeline's name, but not this girl. So I wondered who that was. And it's not that it
That's the same
matters.
girl, you think? That's the same girl? Oh, it is. See, when I see these pictures at first, I don't really like. I've looked over them so many times that I just looked at them, and then I finally actually, because people just kept asking me, and I would go no. So then finally, I finally started looking at pictures, and I went, oh wait, I do know all these people, because I wasn't looking. No, I think I know who that is, but I'm not sure. I'll get back to you on that one.
RT says, a picture was taken T Memorial, of course. Yes. Have all gave speeches. Wicks broke down during the speech and cried. Yeah, I believe that Madeline Wicks was a real friend of Kiely. I do believe that. Lizzie came over to comfort her. Yeah, I believe that. Everyone, please remember to keep it respectful. Yeah, everyone's been good. Blind here, Macbeck. Yeah, Macy. Yeah, it's Madeline. It's Madeline. Hey, Lossos, how are you? That's why I made this video. It says Madeline Wicks. That's what the news says. Like that's where I take all my information from.
From Lost Souls?
No. I'm sharing what I'm showing.
Oh, okay.
You see that on the screen?
Oh, yeah. No, I'm sorry. I was looking at chat. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, that's that. Yeah, I brought her name up because, see.
Oh yeah, there it is, right there. But they didn't talk about the other girl. Okay.
Yeah, they didn't. That's why I was asking you.
I don't know who she is. I mean, I could look it up very easily, but I don't know who she is.
Yeah, no worries. You don't have to. I was just asking.
I'm not at home. I still have to drive home.
Well, please have a safe drive home. And I didn't know that Madeline Wicks was the one that Lindsay messaged and to tell her that Kiely never came home.
I don't know anything about that. I don't know anything about it.
I didn't know that. Well, I didn't know that until I saw this. Here.
All I know is that when she went, that Lindsay noticed that Kiely hadn't come home around 8 o'clock in the morning. She went around her house looking for Kiely, looked outside, her car wasn't there. And then I know that Kiely was supposed to go camping with a whole bunch of friends and they were all going to meet at the Starbucks. So that's where she went to see if Kiely was there. And that's when they realized she was missing. That's
correct.
The end of that.
And then it says and the only reason why I cared about this girl, Wicks, the Wicks person, is because it says last Saturday, Wicks woke up to a text from Rodney Neiman saying her 16-year-old son, obviously a typo, hadn't come home. Wicks offered to check the background, to check the campground, which she did, but found nothing. So, and Wicks was going to go camping with Kiely, but I had no idea that Wicks was messaged by Lindsay that morning.
I don't know anything about it. Never heard of it. I've never asked.
I didn't know anything.
I
didn't know anything about it, I guess. It's crazy, right? Like the things that we learn.
This is me just being judgmental for no reason, but here's the news. My daughter, if I was expecting her the night before, I wake up, she's not there, the car's not there. I'm not going to wait around all day to get in motion. I'm being judgmental. I realize that. But I find that extremely strange. And I don't know where I heard this. I could be just making it up, but I thought that very early on, I heard somewhere that Kiely was supposed to wake her up when she got home. But either way, if I'm checking around, can't get a hold of her on the telephone, I knew she was at a party. I knew she was drinking. You know, allegedly, everyone kind of knows what happens at these parties, blah, blah, blah. I'm worried off the bat, right? As a mother.
I agree. I agree 100%. I've said from day one, I can't judge anybody I'm not judging anybody and I'm not placing blame on anybody, but there's definitely things that I think that any logical parent might do differently, but that's my being nice about it, I guess.
Hey, Crime Crazy and Blind Fairy and Keith, welcome. Ladies, may I play this video about this and get y'all's opinion?
Go off, sis. Yeah.
Okay.
She was always singing in the car, singing all the time, singing everything.
This young lady volunteered to go to Prosser camp after Lindsay messaged her in the middle of the night. Whatever the case was, she woke up to a text from Lindsay telling her that Kiely never showed up the night before. Now, I don't know if this young lady was at that party or not, but she volunteered to go and check and then reported back to mom and said that there was nothing. So, in my opinion, I feel like she was the first person there at an accident scene.
Wait.
What did
That was
she see? What did
wait.
she not
Was
see?
that the
I want to
is
be
that the
very
video? Is that the video talking or you? Oh, okay. Sorry. I'm like, I don't know. She said you say that she was the first person to find out that Kiely didn't show up.
No, I
Show up
say that
where?
she's the first person at a place where Kiely was supposed to be but wasn't. At an accident scene. In my opinion, she was the first person at the last place that Kiely was seen.
Wait. Say that again.
So this Madeline Wicks, she went to the campground after Lindsay told her, hey, Kiely didn't come home. And then Madeline volunteered to go check the campground for Kiely. So in my opinion, she was the first person at what would be what we now know is the accident scene. So my question is, what did she see? What did she not see?
Well, that's not nothing about what you just said is.
Well, that's in my opinion, and that my opinion is based on the facts that I just shared.
Okay. I know that there were people that were there the next morning. There not everybody. There were people that camped there the next morning.
Yeah,
and
but
that,
I don't know that. You see what I'm saying? I don't know that, so that's
now
why
you do, because I know that there was. I've talked to someone that was there that was parked next to Kiely at the party.
You see, but I don't know that because I'm not you, so that's why this is just my opinion.
Okay. Well, I'm telling you that I don't know anything about the conversation you're talking about right now. I've never heard this before. So, okay, if that's fine. Go ahead. I'm listening.
Well, yeah, and that's just my opinion. Again, I don't live with I haven't seen the things you've seen. I haven't heard the things you've seen. So my perspective is completely and absolutely way off from what you know. You know?
Yes, and that's what I'm welcoming it, because I want to find out more. That's why I had you repeat your statement, because I'm like, I've not heard this before. So I'm always looking for information that I haven't heard before. So that's awesome. Yes, please go ahead.
And I'm just going to continue playing this, and again, just my perspective.
All right, I want to know where you stand though, because if we are believing Nick in that video, if she's going back there on Saturday morning, it doesn't matter, because according to Nick, she's still alive and somewhere else.
Isn't that so interesting?
What
That's the interesting part.
It's all conjecture. That's what
That's what is so fucked up about this
confusing.
case. Yes, dude, that's what's so fucked up about the case. I'm not gonna sit here and give you an answer. I don't know shit, but I can bring up questions and make people question the things that I bring up. But at least I'm giving you guys information.
Well, I just think sometimes though, like, and I'm not saying like over information, but I do think some things that, not you per se, but it's like over fixated and it just gets lost in the sauce. And I think that over fixation on little details, it's like, yeah, her going back there, like, okay, whoop-de-doo. But if we're believing Nick, Kiely's still alive, her going back there isn't really relative to what happened to Kiely, right? But again, my beef is with the mom.
Right.
But whatever.
Is it No, I hear you. Is it over fixation though? So basically you're telling me don't worry about this.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think that we can, if we're believing Nick and that he definitively saw her at the time he's saying that this girl going back there that morning, what does that, what material purposes? I mean, besides, just she went back to check, she didn't see her. What else is there to look at?
That's not important. That wasn't the point of this video either.
I'm just confused, but I'm going to mute myself because I don't know.
Well, no, I guess
I think what's interesting, actually, I'm going to say this. My whole purpose in putting together the things that I do is just putting things together and giving you all that, and that's it. I'm not responsible for anything else. Does that make sense? Like, that's why I don't know this. That's why this is so fun, guys, because I don't know anything for sure. But the only thing I'm good at is like putting interview shit together, talking about it, and giving it to you guys. Because I have no skin in this either. But what is interesting is the conversation and giving you guys something to talk about other than just bullshit. At least you guys are seeing things that people say that are close to the case. Is that okay for me to say, I think, respectfully to everybody?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. And I'm definitely like, you know, obviously down to watch and hear from your perspective. I'm just saying from my perspective, when there's too many details and there's too many things to look at, it makes it impossible to form some tangible theory because you don't know what to look at and you don't know what to not. It just gets so convoluted. And for me to make sense of anything, I really have to clean it up and I guess organize what I feel like is important, what I feel like has merit, and discount other things. Like, again, if I'm paying attention to Nick, then this isn't something, in my opinion, that I can really put weight on.
Were we not talking on Messenger earlier? And I was like, bitch, you are freaking brilliant and you need to make a channel and people will fucking follow you. Remember we were talking about it? I was like, because everybody has their own eye, you know? And you have an eye for shit that I don't. Just like I don't have an eye for things you do. Everybody has a voice and a perspective. And that's why I tell you all the time, sis, and everybody in the chat, put a 1 if you would support sis. Because fucking we're all here to support each other and like our own point of views. Like, who the fuck is right? We're all just here just to talk. Right?
Well, and that's what I'm saying. And that's why I struggle so much with this case because, and you and I have like butt heads about this so many times. And it's like the conversation's so healthy because where you analyze every little thing, like down to the word and like the structure of a sentence, I'm looking at it more like Sammy, for example, if I don't believe her and I think she's a liar, then I don't feel like I can put weight on anything that she says. And it makes a difficult conversation for me to go back and say, well, she said this here. Well, then she said this here. Well, if I don't believe you, then I don't feel like I can make those arguments. You know what I'm saying? I feel like if I think you're a liar, like Chris Watts, if I think that everything you say is a lie, I have to look at what actual evidence is in front of me and piece together my own theory. Because what you're saying is just like, it's like flushing a toilet. You know what I mean? Like, who fucking cares?
Hey, if you, I know. And if you think the shit that I'm putting out there is like not important, that's okay. But people are like in the chat saying they would follow you, and someone thinks you're hot, so be careful, woman.
Oh, well, they should see me right now. I'm absolutely looking my best, let me tell you.
Yeah.
How are you feeling, by the way? Have you taken that COVID test, by the way?
Yeah, I did. My voice just will not come back all the way. It's better, but if I'm talking a lot, it starts cracking like this. But it's been like over a month now. Like,
yeah, I remember when you got it. So I was like, and every time I see you and every time I hear you, I go, she's still sick, poor thing. So yes, I've heard. I like when we first started talking, you got sick. So I'm like, I know how long you've had it, and I'm like, she's poor thing. It still has that. So you took the COVID test, and it's not it for sure.
No, but I did have
Michaela, hi Michaela, asks all my questions a little, but basically, has she seen any other footage from the party from the teens?
No, I have not seen everything that the footage that you guys have all seen, all the pictures you guys have all seen. I don't look at the pictures because it doesn't do me any good because I know all the kids. So, or I've seen all the kids, or I can find the kids. So I have not looked at any pictures.
So
I don't believe him anyway. I don't think this was a big ass party. I don't believe the 200-300 people. I think there was like 25 people.
I think that the honest answer to that is there was more that it got over. because they were when they talk about how many people were out there, there was a lot of people out there camping, and I think the other people that joined that knew there was a party, their kids may have come over to enjoy the party with them, but not necessarily party with them. And so that's when they say they got that big. I personally only think there's maybe 100 to 200 kids, and that's not all at the same time. Like they didn't all arrive at the same time. They didn't
So
all leave.
when did they arrive, Megan? Can you give me like a timeline of when they did arrive?
I believe it's there. I've heard, again, I am not 100. I will find out, but
did you hear from someone that was there, or from someone that heard from someone that was there? Is this like third party?
I'm gonna in about 2 weeks, I'm gonna hear from the person that was at the party that everybody wants to talk to.
Okay, so what you're about to tell me about the timeline, is that someone that was there, or is it someone? Again,
It's someone that planned the person that planned the party, put on the party, and knows everybody that was at the party.
So thank you for answering that. So then, like, what was the timeline like? What happened?
I believe everybody got there around. I believe I've heard, not speculation, not facts. I believe that everybody got there around. They started arriving around 7:30, but most of the people didn't get there till around 10 o'clock. Is when I heard it got bigger, and when it got to be more fun. But some of them arrived to set up around 7:30 to 8:30, I believe, and then didn't get going until it was a slow party, and it wasn't a very big party at the beginning. So they were trying to make it more interesting. So that's when I heard that it got more interesting, was around 10 o'clock. And then
are those the fights? Are those the fights? Because it keeps the entertainment going.
They were trying to get them. They were trying to get more morale up, I guess. More people having fun. More people. The play. When you say fights, it makes it sound so.
No, okay. Can I say roughhousing, rough? Is it better if I use that word, roughhousing? Like
I think,
wrestling?
for my opinion, yes. I mean, I can see how you can say it as a fight, but I'm like, in these kids, the way I believe it, they're putting it in that direction is that it was rough housing. Like they have boxing gloves on.
Okay,
and they have rules.
Okay, so basically, like the party wasn't fun, but then they started to pick up the spirits by the boxing.
And just in general, yes.
Okay, I get you. So then, what do you think happened? What have you heard, or you think happened, is what made the party disperse?
I've heard. I asked Sammy that. I have let me see. Oh, if I go mute, give me a minute, because I have to go to my text messages, and then I can come back. But I believe I'll be right back. So if I don't talk, I'm just gonna go read the text. I'll be right back.
No worries. I'm just gonna get through. I'm sorry, guys. I have not been doing a good job with the chat. It's been a little overwhelming for me. Megan called me out and told me to calm down, but we've all, like, she's the one, we all feel like she's panicking. Guys, I panic in silence.
Tangled webs have been woven.
I'm just like, I told sis, I was like, I don't know if I want to do this. I was honest, right, sis? I was like, I don't know if I can handle this. You know what? I'm just gonna take this life down, because
chill pill, girl.
I cannot take a chill pill, because you know how many people invested in being here, and I'm like literally the smallest channel ever. And then people are here, and they're like, I'm responsible for like not 111 people, but 222 ears. That's a lot. Okay, so it's like I don't know what to do. So, and I don't know. I want everyone to be heard. I'm not used to this pressure. And then I don't want Megan to be mean. And then sometimes I'm like, okay, sorry, Megan. Like,
well, if anybody else wants to come up and ask questions, I mean, I can hop down if anybody else wants to come up and have a say so people feel heard. I mean, I'm just chopping it up. I mean, you know me, I don't shut up. You got to just cut me off or ask me to stop. You know what I mean?
Yeah, Megan
but if
told me to
anybody
breathe.
else,
I know.
If anybody else wants to come up, you're more than welcome. Just say in the chat.
I only have 1 year. And I don't know. I'm sorry, guys. At least I'm honest, and I tell you, like, I'm panicking. At least I tell you that I'm not gonna be up here like trying to fake it. I can't do that. I think a lot of my friends will see right through me, and I'm texting a lot of my friends. Like, all my friends on WhatsApp are like telling me stuff, and I'm like, oh, okay.
Hey, I will say, J-Rod, just some of these comments you're making in the chat. I know that you have a point. I mean, if if you have a general question or whatever, but I don't know. I just feel like some of the stuff that you're saying in the chat is just an instigation, and that's not what any of us are here for. So I would ask,
Yes.
just
I will tell you this
keep
right
it
now.
respectful.
Can you all
Not
hear
on
me?
mine. Not on mine, faithful soul. Like, not on my little place. My place is a cottage. Okay, where
Can
we
you all
build
hear me?
fires. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, I just didn't know. I'll tell you this right now. I'm not going to answer any questions from J Rod because if he wants to ask me a question, he can ask me and
That's
take down
fine.
his video.
You
So
don't.
therefore,
You don't have to, Miss Megan. Absolutely
I
not.
have not. I want nothing to do with J Rod. J Rod. I'm not even going to say what I've said to in my head to you about 5,000 times. So I'm choosing to ignore him because I'm a bigger person and I don't care for him. So that's the answer to that.
You have reiterated that several times, and I think J Rod. Yeah, I don't know. I'm tired. Okay,
Breathe, Aurora. Breathe. You're fine.
I'm
Well, it's
breathing.
all good.
I'm
It's
breathing,
all good.
man. I'm breathing too much. I'm seeing stars. I'm taking such big breaths that I'm seeing stars happening because I'm like, what the fuck is happening right now?
J Rod, I'm not even seeing what J Rod's saying, but he is definitely, if he is talking to me, he's trying to provoke me, and it's not going to work. So keep trying,
that
J Rod.
if you don't want him to provoke you, then don't worry about his comments. I think that's what I tell my
I'm
kids
not
at
even.
school. When my kids at school are fighting, I'm like, well, then just don't pay attention. So it's all good. You know what I mean?
Well, those are kids at school, and we're adults, and I think that we should all be at the level that we can not make snarky, instigating comments. So that's just my opinion.
I didn't mean that you guys were kids. I'm just saying that's how I handle it. I'm just like giving you advice, like don't pay attention to it.
Can I ask you a question, Aurora? And this is coming from the sweetest heart. This is coming from me, which
it's
is
gonna be a bad question. Someone's telling me it's coming from the sweetest heart. It's gonna be a bad question.
Are you always on guard? Because you're very on guard right now, and you need to just on guard is not the right word. It's like you're ready for someone to like attack you, so you're ready to be.
Yes, I am. Yes, I am.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, because your defense mechanism, it's like you're a cat and you're like, I'm ready to scratch her face if I have to all the time.
Yeah, dude, she's locked and loaded
at
all times.
So I just wanted to know because is that that's my I have to make descriptions in my head of how I so I can describe it to people, and I just feel like you're ready to you're you're a cat that's literally got all the hair standing straight up and and it's gonna go and if you do anything wrong, and I don't know how to say that in normal terms, but I want you to relax. You're fine. You're doing great. This is your channel, and I'm so sorry that I crashed it. This is round. I'm really trying really hard not to make this round 5 for you, and you'll be fine. You're doing fine. That's my answer to that. I just want you to relax, breathe.
Now, I will say when I first met Ara, sometimes it's not what she's saying, it's the tone. And I was like, damn, girl, chill, like the same way. But she's just, she's a very passionate person. You can hear it in her voice that comes out. Yeah, but I was like totally taking her the wrong way. And I was like, what the hell am I saying wrong? Like, what am I doing? I'm being so nice.
The funny thing is I've been in her live a few times when she's talked about other things, so I actually know her more than she thinks I do.
She's the best.
So I'm trying, and so when she's sitting here and I'm going, this poor little girl, and I know you're younger than me, I can just tell it. I'm like, this poor little girl is like, oh my god, I'm so nervous. Honey, you're okay. You're doing just fine. Just breathe. And I know you weren't ready for this, and I did this to someone else, and they weren't ready for it either. So I'm only doing it for you to be able to make you answer the questions that you wish you could have answers to. And you all can ask me them when I want. If I don't want to answer them, trust me, I don't. And if I don't know the answer, I don't know. So breathe. All right, because you just seem like she's ready to pounce all the time. I'll shut up now.
I took care of the bot, guys. No worries.
Huh?
Huh?
No, it's because there was a bot in the chat while you guys were breaking me apart. There was somebody in the
shut up
in the chat putting their links.
I wasn't picking you apart.
It's all good. It's all
gotcha.
good. But no,
Dude, you know what?
I deleted it.
You know what is so creepy to me? I don't understand. Okay, so like like the sex bots obviously like coming, but in it, like a true crime channel, like sometimes you see them and it like actually looks like a person. And like when I was super new to YouTube, I literally thought it was like a person like putting their link or like whatever to their like cam. And I'm thinking like what kind of like psycho killer is gonna come to like a true crime channel discussion and like start spamming it with like their like porn, like you're a freaking killer. I thought it was the weirdest thing, and it still is the weirdest thing to me. I don't know how they can't. It's just such poor taste. Like who's clicking the link? You know what I'm saying? Like you have to. It's just such a waste. I don't get it.
I think that whoever my joke about those is whoever's in the chat that wants to promote their channel, just tell us who you are and we'll be happy to promote it. But if you're just going to spam it, we're not going to promote it. You're going to get blocked. So that's what I say to them.
Yeah.
I've learned. I've learned how to make fun of these. I've learned how to make fun of the bots because I go, and it's always 69xxx.com. And it's like, it's always the same thing. And I'm like, obviously they're not coming in here to look for that. So like, what is the point? And is that, yeah, I just think it's funny. Someone in here is trying to promote their channel and someone else said, damn it, I think it was mine and you blocked it. So you just got to make fun of them.
Dude, I don't even understand how those get through the algorithm still, and you like can't even say
Michelada has a question. Is it Michelada? Maybe. Hold on. Says Ara says, could you ask Megan something? My question is in my comments a little further up in the chat. Mainly like, did teens bet on fights in the area? Is that what Sammy meant by winning the title?
I'm trying. I remember her. I remember her. What did she say?
I can tell you. I'll bring it up real quick. Let me show you.
I was gonna say, I sometimes I know that she's answered that question. I just don't know how she answered it. So again, I can't answer it, but I know Sam has.
Well, let me show you.
Just so you all know, I have asked Sam to come on a panel, and when I do, I will let you all know. And I might do an interview with her, just her and I off and put it to private so that she has time. We have time to look it over and put it out. So, and I will ask questions that everybody wants to know because obviously I've been asked them 5,000 times. But I will say this: with this being said, that the family has asked, and this is exactly in the text message from Sam recently, like on the 31st, that the family has asked these children, please, we don't want it talked about anymore. The case is closed and these kids need to move on. Like they have to deal with this for the rest of their lives. Everybody knows it's a hot topic right now, but these are real people, real lives, and real situations. And these kids, they are going to have to deal with a loss of a family or loss of a family member, loss of a friend, loss of a best friend. And they're not all going to be grieving the same way you would or act the same way you would. And just because they're acting like it right now doesn't mean that in 10 years, 2 years, 3 years, 2 days, 5 days, whatever it may be, that they're not going to have a difference in opinion. So that goes for everybody involved. Because let me tell you, it affects a lot of people.
That's your message, basically. Like, leave this alone because real people are being affected, real children and their lives, their future lives.
There are people that have gone really, really far, and some of them are in this chat that I'm seeing, and some people have gone really, really, really far to degrade children, to make something up that isn't necessarily there, to pick apart someone's personal life that is a teenager. And I think that you have to realize that their parents might be in here, their friends might be in here, someone else might be telling them. It happened to me. A friend of mine, he said, I came over and he called me one day and said, did you do an interview? And I went, yeah. And he goes, why did you do that? Because I'm hearing about it. So it affects everybody. It does, and affects people everywhere. And it's not just, and this is a small town, like you guys keep saying. So when someone sees this, it's not like it doesn't get passed to the next person, to the next person, to the next person, or gets told about. And so people need to start realizing that these are children and young adults, and they're not. And if it was your child, if it was your sibling, your brother, your sister, your older brother, older sister, hearing about it, it may not be something you want to be out.
Correct.
And it is out.
It's all about perspective.
And
It's all about
someone went and
perspective.
dug into their text messages. Someone dug into their banking. Someone dug into their Snapchats. If it wasn't on private that day, if they turned it off of private that day, because they were trying to send something to someone or screenshot something to someone found it and got into it, or accounts they didn't even know they had.
Right.
That they've had since MySpace days,
Yeah.
And for 4 years, 3 years, 2 years. And when you're a child and you're 14, you act different than you're at an 18-year-old, and you would say something different. It's the same thing. If you have a 14-year-old brother that is watching this, do you think that they want to hear about their 16-year-old sister that's going through this? So you have to realize that this is not just one box. This
is not about Kylie being dead after a party. This is about all the other kids in the community. We have to protect them too. I get it.
It's the kids in the community. At the end of the day, yes, it is about Kylie. At the end of the day, someone did pass away, but you also have to take into that people need to respect other people. I mean, there has to be a respect, and if it was your child and everything else, you have to look at it and go, would I really want this information out? Would I really want it? And when it goes even to Kylie, like on her autopsy, because you'll go into that eventually. When some people talk about it, I have to leave. I can't. Because and this is really what.
Hold on. I'm sorry, but I don't want to do this, but I have to do it because it's 3:37 a.m. for me, and I have to go to work in a couple hours. However, we can play, like, if I go live tomorrow, and you guys still want to continue this, are you willing to do that or not?
Tomorrow I'm around. Yeah, I mean, I could definitely come. If I see you on, I can definitely come up. But
because
talk about something else, please.
We can absolutely talk about something else. However, I am just trying to like take care of myself right now, and like getting up for work and all that, and we could do this for hours.
I have to. It's 1:30 in the morning, and I have a 45-minute drive home, and because I've been doing. I get it. It's time for us to go home. Yeah. But if there's one thing that does come out of this for me and for everybody that's in this chat, if you haven't heard it, please respect these kids. Just respect them. As I know that they did it to Kylie or something happened to Kylie, but there's something after Kylie. These kids have to move on and have to live their lives, and not every one of them that you say these kids did it to Kylie. If there was 300 kids at the party, you can't say 300 kids had involvement in it. You just can't.
I hear
well,
you.
and I'll say this, and then I'm done too. I've been very careful because I think it's for me. It just felt materially irresponsible to come out with my theories and say names, specifics this, specifics that, when it is just my opinion and my theory. Because again, in the back of my mind, I think, what if I'm wrong? These kids are starting their lives out. And what if I'm wrong? And all these things are being said about them. They're being marked with the scarlet S for the rest of their lives over something that they didn't do because I want to have a loud opinion on YouTube. I just don't think that's fair. So that's been, one thing for me. I'm careful to just not say names.
Absolutely. But again, I'm going to leave it with this. Miss Sis, thank you for being here. You know how I feel about you. Love you very much. MC, thank you for being here. I'm sorry I didn't know it was you earlier. I'm sorry.
No, I liked it. It was very nice saying, we're not going to talk about Megan. We're not going to have this discussion.
Well, yeah, because it's like that's not what I'm doing here. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know.
I get it because I've got hate everywhere. So I've some people that absolutely have got to know me, and other people that have no idea who I am, and they think that I'm crazy.
I'm not trying to spread hate, dude. I'm literally not here for that. Okay.
So I don't know. It was refreshing because when you said it, I went, she doesn't know it's me.
Well, I mean, just because someone's named Megan, I'm not gonna assume it's you. You know.
and then there's someone else that came in, and then Sis came in because she was right in front of me.
Sorry. Oh my god.
When I said hi, and she goes, and Sis came in, or maybe you were already in here, and I don't know, but you're like, Link, and I went, oh, okay. I'm trying to tell her I'm here.
Next time I'll remember when the celebrities are here. Okay, my bad.
Don't say that. Do not say I'm a celebrity. I'm not. And I hate that. So people, if I'm going to say this too, if you all know my name, I can't change it. Unfortunately, I mean, I can, but then I feel guilty changing it now, because then if I go in a different name and I say who I am, they go, "Why are you sneaking around?" And I'm like, so it's a catch-22. Like, I can't.
Brendan says, please keep talking. Screw the hate. We are just jokesters. Don't be offended. And with that, I have to end this, guys. And good night, y'all. And I'm gonna go live again tomorrow. And if you're here, that's awesome. And I will continue to talk about whatever I want everyone's voice to be heard, but also I want my opinions to be respected as well. I just want this to be, I want it to be freaking Chuck E. Cheese for everybody, but I know that's not real. Okay, sorry. So, thank you, Megan, for like trusting me to be here, I guess. And sis, thank you for also doing the same.
Always. And I work nights, so I can be here tomorrow for sure. So
yes, ma'am.
I work. I have 2 houses tomorrow, and then I have 3 days off. So yes, I will be around. But I'm not sure when I try to go. I only go into certain lives because I have so much hate. So I have been in your life before. I just never talked.
Well, and thank you so much. And I value everybody. I want to make that a point. Okay.
Yes.
But I will see you guys soon.
And just so everybody knows now, because it just happened, Princess Megan Elsa is not me. I get this question all the time. That is not me. So I don't know who that person is, but it's pretty funny because I had to send it. I said I had to circle her name and send it somewhere else.
Mm-hmm.
This isn't me, and there's another one that comes around. That's not me either. So y'all know that now. So that's all I had to say, because I try to. Those are things I can debunk, because someone will say this is her and I'm not there, and I think it's funny. She even knows, because laugh out loud. That's what she tried to do at the beginning. I know she did.
She's clarifying. Okay, so Princess Megan and Megan are verifying it for everybody that they're not the same person. Good thing we have you guys here together then.
Yeah, I've seen her around. I've seen you around. You're pretty funny, actually.
Princess Megan is an amazing person, as well as a lot of people in here in our chat.
She's not my favorite person, or I'm not her favorite person, but she makes me laugh, because I go, is she trying to be like me? Because that's not what I would say, but I think it's funny. It's sometimes.
But Miss Megan, have a good night, and I really hope you find peace, and everybody here that has been involved with this. And chat, I'm not going to go through the chat, because this chat has been bigger than I've ever experienced. So just all like the mods and my best friends, you know who you are, and Miss Megan, and thank you everybody for just trusting to be in this space, and we will continue to do the work that we're doing. But Miss Megan, have a good night.
Good night, everybody. Have a good one.
You too. And everybody that's been here, thank you for everything, and continue to support the channel for whatever it is. I don't know. This is a new space for me, so I'm not appropriate with everything I say. However, I do want to make sure everybody. I can do an open panel. Yes, it will be earlier though. But if I'm going to do that, I need to go to sleep now. So thank you guys very much, and thank you for just like seeking the truth. Right, that's all we do. So thank you guys for being here, and I'll see you very soon. Bye, y'all.